We're here now. We've
It's been
started.
2.5 months. We're ending this.
I'd like this campaign to finish,
Today.
thank you.
I'm not good with goodbye.
It's not a goodbye. It's
I'm
just
never
the
going
next-
to see you guys again.
You're
Jesus,
not
alright.
welcome back in here after this. That's why Will was leaving when you arrived, I gotta say.
It's going to make running Delta Green really awkward.
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
Also, I have started.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Glasgow 2024 Twitch stream while we resolve some slight, abandonment traumas. Jesus.
We're here.
We're here. I don't know how to do this spiel
It's an
anymore.
epilogue. If this is your first session,
Please
just
don't.
leave,
Goodbye.
I
Just
guess.
go to the-
back
Go to the
to the
beginning.
beginning.
Go to
Go
the
to
Glasgow
YouTube.
2024 YouTube
Yeah.
channel,
Yeah.
and if you want, we've got 2 years of content on there where we played
That's true.
almost monthly, and
31 sessions.
yeah, 31 sessions that were approximately 6 hours each.
Yeah, so they've been split up into way more than 31 videos.
Yeah, admittedly, we did cut them down. It was easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to check it out, head over to the YouTube. Don't start with this episode. We will be doing the
Terrible
wrap up and
decision.
then going into a Q&A, and you will get so many spoilers. But if you are joining us again after dipping in and out of our campaign or having been with us from the beginning, thank you very much. It's lovely to see you. We hope you've enjoyed our chaos from the last 2 years. I cannot believe it's been 2 years. But yes, we are playing on behalf of Glasgow 2024, the convention, the Worldcon that happened in Glasgow in
Over
2024.
a year ago.
Just
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
a year
Just
Yeah.
over a year ago.
Crazy.
August. Keep talking,
But don't worry,
I'm gonna
because
fall off the shelf and disrupt
Oh
things.
no.
it'll only be 2 more years
want it?
until we start another Twitch
Okay.
stream
Don't fall over.
to promote
Something.
Dublin.
Pardon what?
I'm saying in 2 years we're going to start another Twitch stream where we're promoting
Well, just
Worldcon
Yeah.
in Dublin.
not right now. Yeah.
Not right now. Apologies.
We need to give him a wedge or something.
Yeah.
Our final monster
I am
defeated.
not running that.
But you did so good, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
You
But
did.
with a subpar web camera that is just sort of jerry-rigged to the back of one of
Yeah.
my living room chairs, I think we've done quite well, but
Yeah.
I don't want to do it again, thank you.
Oh, we're really lifting the curtain now.
I mean, it's not a good setup.
It's not. One
So
time
good.
somebody left a comment on one of the videos being like, wow, you've got really great audio quality. It's like, that is my laptop microphone, thank you.
Thank you so much, listener. It's a miracle you can hear us.
Yeah.
Honest. We had a
I
lot of...
assumed they were being sarcastic.
Why would you pop that bubble?
Oh, we can tell we're all neurodivergent here because everybody thought that was sincere.
I thought it was sincere.
I'm so sorry.
Go away, normal person.
Oh, I'm so not.
But yes, the convention that we are currently repping is currently over, so I'm so sorry, you have missed it. You've also missed this year's one, unfortunately, by a couple of weeks, but there is going to be a Worldcon next year, which is Seattle.
That's just been.
It's just been
LA.
I always got those the wrong way round. And
LA
you know,
in 26, Montreal in 27.
God, you kept up with the
EasterCon in
voting.
Glasgow in 27, Dublin Worldcon in 29.
Yes.
Well, those two are bids.
They're bids, they're bids.
But, that's
I don't
good.
think we've got a confirmation of 28 and above yet.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
If you're calling dibs on something that's 4 years out,
No, yeah, everyone else is
You're-
like, you got it, it's fine.
yeah, it's going to be
Particularly if you've
done.
got a good team behind it.
Yeah.
The EasterCon one isn't actually a bid. That has been voted on. It definitely exists. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Very
Okay, yeah. So if you want to check out them, you can go check out their website, and if I'm fairly sure they have digital content as well. So if you don't want to physically be in
Anywhere.
is it LA or Seattle, I've already forgotten.
LA.
Then I think you can buy an online membership.
If you don't want to go to America ever,
Yes.
they have online stuff.
They have online stuff, but yes.
Understandable.
Have you seen the Edmonton bid? It's
No, I don't even
somewhere.
know
It's somewhere in Canada.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like,
Fun.
it's a really nice website.
Oh.
But like
What
normally,
year?
20,
Is it Montreal in Canada?
31.
Yes.
It's a large country.
I know, but
They have more than one
fucking massive.
city.
Right, I have never seen Canada put a bid in before.
Yeah.
So it's weird that there's now
Like,
two.
normally you're like, oh, this is a really nice website for a convention.
Yeah.
It's just a nice website.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
good for them.
Yeah.
Love that.
Consider-
Whichever volunteer is responsible for that, good job.
You've done
Yeah,
well.
I really like it.
I know nothing else about your bid, but I keep telling everyone how great your website is.
For some reason, that's what we've latched onto.
It's all they've got. It's like 2031 or something. It's very far away.
That's very fair then, yeah, let's have none of that.
Impeccable.
But yeah, please check out the other WorldCon websites if you are interested in going. And as always, the Fan Fund, if you would like to help fans get to conventions who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it, please consider donating to the Fan Fund. The Glasgow 2024 Fan Fund has closed, so you will have to head over to the latest WorldCon,
a different fan fund. Just
LA.
LA.
You'll have to head over to the LA website and check out their links for the Fan Fund.
I think Isla keeps on switching it on you.
I can't do this. I never got them the right way round in my head for some reason. And then, so you'll be able to donate to the Fan Fund from there. And the other flip side of that is if you're a fan and you would like to go to a convention but you don't have the funds, you can apply for funds from the Fan Fund, either through the current WorldCon website, like they will direct you to the Fan Fund website, or just by
Google
finding
it.
the Fan Fund website and they will be able to help you out. Awesome. Getting into what this is.
Yeah, we've chatted about random conventions for almost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the last
Is
time we're
anyone going
going
to pick
This is tight and professional.
This is the last time we get
didn't
to
start
this,
as tight and professional, it only went downhill.
They're gonna miss
Up
this.
top, take ball of yarn, and then cats come in, batter it about.
You are the cat.
I mean, we
I
made
am
it
the
to
cat.
end. We made it to the end. That's all that we need. It's been 2 years. The yarn is definitely tangled by this point. This is Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition live play. This is a homebrew campaign of my creation.
Past tense for all this, buddy.
We're still playing live.
No.
We're still all alive
It's
and
all
playing.
over. It's gone now.
This is why it's taking you 10 minutes. This is my homebrew campaign. I have heavily stolen everything from everywhere as per usual. But I am the DM, I'm Alex, and we'll now go around the table and say hello and potentially goodbye to everyone. But would you like to start?
Hello, I'm Isla. I have been playing Kai. They're a half-elf bard. Nothing else. What were we, level 15?
Level 15.
Something like that.
God,
well.
College of Journeys.
sure was a journey.
Yeah.
How apt.
Could be a question for the DM if we level up after that last combat. Which will be described in the recap. Hi, I'm Will. I've been playing Adolin. And he's an Aasimar ranger. And here he is in all his glory. And there's Kai. And here is our next character.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I was playing the dearly departed.
She didn't make
Wait a
it
minute.
through the magic
She didn't
circle.
die.
Molly was just like, nah, none of this.
She accidentally, you didn't look, but she did get left in hell. I've been playing Polly, who is a Circle of Bees druid and Oath of the Watchers paladin.
Sick.
And an Aasimar.
And an Aasimar.
And she knows it.
And I know it.
And who's our DM who's been playing everybody else this entire time?
I've already done that bit, but hi, I'm still Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I did
missed
that before Isla.
She always starts.
I thought so. I missed
You think
it.
that
Sorry.
you would know by now?
Yeah, I'd hope you
Yeah.
know who's DMing.
She goes, I'm Alex, I'm playing everything that isn't these guys, and then points at me.
Okay. Sorry, I've never met this woman before.
Shame. But yeah, so this is our epilogue. So we will do a quick recap of what happened in the last session, which was a particularly long session.
And it was also 2 months ago.
2 months
2.5
ago.
months
So
ago.
we're going to stretch our players'
2.5, yeah.
abilities to remember that. And then we're going to jump into the epilogue and the ending of this campaign. I think we've been rescheduling quite a lot because nobody wants
We
to
were
end
In
the
our
campaign.
defense, we really want to go to Isla's dad's barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun day out.
Really fun day.
Very fun day out.
He's a phenomenal cook, you would understand.
That's so true.
We made a magic circle, there was a god, we fought, and we ran away like a baby. We made a new god, we left hell.
He ran away like a baby with still 300 hit points. Like, we kicked his ass, and yet we really didn't kick his ass.
So didn't.
Absolutely.
Can we just forgo a
insane.
timer this time around?
Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Folks,
I don't know.
I want to time it.
The
I'm
campaign-
setting a timer.
concluded with a combat that I believe you planned to last 20 rounds. This was a 2-minute John that was going on.
Bonkers.
Last session alone was round 16 through 17. Stuff stopped kind of happening at 17. We handled the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Because we'd won the fight by that point.
I still have 4 spell slots left.
Why?
To go back to the session prior to that, it's like, who were we fighting and why? We had a plan for our new goddess to lift us out of Avernus, to rescue the city of Pearlmire and all the citizens trapped within. And funnily enough, a god took some minor offence to that because this plan involved effectively the ascension of Eofiel, our new goddess, our friend, who was, I think, beginning to encroach on the domain of the god Torm.
He had actively been like...
He had
Locking
really been
her
phoning
up.
it in.
Yeah, he imprisoned her a long, long time ago. Which means as soon as she got hold of our interplanar travel MacGuffins and started the ritual, an embodiment, an aspect of Torm, and several angels and that just came crashing through the ceiling to put a stop to it. And that commenced 17 rounds of combat where we were just putting down angels left and right, devas, planetars, a reappearance of Adolin's former mentor / spirit guide, Joris, who was looking pretty good, had been killed a couple of days ago.
I can't believe it's only been a couple of days.
If that.
Crazy.
Maybe 2, 3 sleeps. Something like that. It wasn't long. It was less than a week.
And over the course of the fight, we saw very much a sort of transfer of power from this being we assumed to be Torm into Io through layer actions and legendary actions, and how as one power diminishes, the other grows. In our favour, luckily, because we were running low on stuff by that point. And when it looked like Torm's cause was lost, he fled. He bolted out, fled the city, attempted to plane shift, was pursued by a few of us
Big baby.
before properly leaving. And at the culmination of said ritual in round 20, there was we were no longer in Avernus. We were somewhere else, and that is where we left off.
Thank you for the recap.
2 minutes 45.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad, actually.
I have actually so many spell slots left, but they're also low level. So that does make sense.
I've spent all my low level ones. I still have a fourth or a couple
I
of
have
thirds.
a 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 7th.
I've got first, second.
Damn, you still have a 7th level
Yeah,
spell
I don't know why.
What the fuck?
I think it's because all my high level spells are concentration, so once I did one, I couldn't do. I did my Crown of Stars and then couldn't do
I also
another.
remember you like holding on to it and being like, "This is my get out of jail free card, thank you."
Yeah.
I want to not die.
I had 8 first,
Actually-
second, third slots left.
What?
I had 8 slots left, first, second, and third,
Wow.
Gosh.
which is a surprising number.
I remember it got to a point where like you spent the like first bit of that fight just like throwing everything at it, and then you got to the point where you're like, "Shit, this is not a quick fight.
Like,
this is
this is a
attrition."
marathon, not a
Pace
sprint.
yourself.
I
Brace
legit
yourselves.
pressed pause. Just
Literally.
To hear you guys.
You did, yeah, you did. That was great. That was great.
Okay, time out.
I need 3 rounds to solve everything, please. I can't even remember how many rounds you ended up taking as part of that time slot thing.
Well, my max is still 111. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's higher than I would have expected. So
Yeah.
I also have no idea what a 15th level character should have.
136.
136
Oh,
is
that's
that
not
the
bad.
average? Or is that what your normal is?
That was what my normal is. I lost 25 from my max.
I didn't know it did that. Does normal stopwatch like this,
Yeah.
but then it does
Oh, fantastic.
funky
Yeah.
Whoa.
stopwatch that looks like a
plane stopwatch.
like a plane.
Very cute. Love it.
Mm.
Okay, so I guess we will dive back in
Where are we, boss?
with a resounding flash of light. The ritual would conclude,
Yay!
and you'd see this and feel this like burst of energy, and I think all of you would recognise this, having like been there when Eofiel reassembled herself and such, and like took her divine spark back from the sword. and such, you feel that warmth like spread out from you, from the center of the circle again, and wash out throughout the main temple and then out the doors. And you'd see, after this like blinding flash has gone, and all you would have like covered your eyes a little bit, and or those that didn't were sat there going, I'm blind now, I'm blind for a little bit, and blinking, which I imagine there are some idiot citizens that didn't bother or didn't know that was really coming. Poor Ursha just sat there like, you would see Eophil's like floating in the middle of this circle with Starshatter still plunged deep into the stone beneath her, like eyes quite wide, and this beautiful luminous glow that like emanates from like within her. Do you know when you see the paintings where it's the artist has just like put gold on the background?
Yeah.
It feels like that. It's not really coming from anywhere, but everywhere you look she's always like backlit. It's so
So cool.
so picturesque. Really hard to photograph though. But you see, like, she is like panting and like exhausted. You can see that the cuts and the damage that was rent into her from Torm is healing. It is closing in front of your very own eyes, and you can see this power growing as well as her exhaustion fades, and she looks around a little shell-shocked. You can tell that ritual took a lot out of her, but it is returning fast. And I think what you'd find quite interesting as well, as she pulls Starshatterer up out of the stone, the hole where Starshatterer was, you'd see this sudden burst of green as like vines with little flowers on them would like burst up out of the ground and been like tracking across the stonework out towards the windows, the door, just all the clockwork directions round through the and would like spill out into the city beyond. There'd be yelps of fear as like vines would shoot towards people, but it would like snake in between their feet, and like people would freak out a little bit and trip over each other as they're trying to back away from these things. But it's quite obvious to you that the vines, if all of you stand still, they just sort of mark around you and continue. And you see these little flowers like along the vines. And I think something that you would all immediately notice as well is that oppressive, muggy heat that came with Avernus is gone, instantly gone. And there is this cool breath of fresh air again. You inhale in your lungs and there's no longer that horrible warm feeling inside you. It is like sitting by a nice river on a like hot summer's day. It is peaceful, beautiful, and you see looking up through the holes in the ceiling as well, that like tumultuous like storm cloud red sky with the streaks of lightning and meteors that was Avernus isn't there. And you see almost an inky blue sky above you. It's like not quite night, but twilight kind of colour, but no stars that you can see. Just that peaceful blue as like the last rays of sunshine are leaving above you. But there is still light in the area. It is not dark where you are. And you see Eophil would watch these vines spiral out for her and begin to laugh. And I think all of you would feel this laughter as much as you hear it, in that joy would fill all of you as well. And I think I will ask for a religion check at that point.
Ooh. I didn't even have
They
viewer.
said, like,
I
we
was
don't
like,
need this. We
dice.
don't need character sheets.
You don't need any of this shit, no.
from all of us?
All of you may make religion.
Alright.
If you have this skill trained, I will allow advantage.
Huh?
If you have the skill trained, I'll allow advantage, because I believe you've got it trained.
Yes.
So you can roll advantage.
advantage and
What do you mean by
proficiency.
trained?
If you have proficiency in the skill.
Proficiency.
Oh,
sorry,
well then
trained.
we get proficiency as well, or advantage too, because telepathic
Are you on
bond is
about-
still up.
I forgot about that,
It
yeah.
doesn't have to be though.
I
Should,
presume telepathic bond wasn't up anymore, I must admit, and it would have broken throughout the fight, but meh.
no, non-concentration up for an hour.
Okay,
But
cool.
also, if you want this to be more
It's up to you.
monumental, then we
I
don't
would
need to do
prefer
it.
straight rolls from the two of you.
Cool.
And,
Watch me crit anyways.
I got a whole 10.
10.
It's not a crit.
With advantage,
Mm-hmm.
23.
Oh, good.
11. 11.
10.
10. Okay. I think with those rolls, it would only be Adolin that you would recognise that this joy that is washing over you, it is from Eophil. It is Eophil's joy that she can't contain within herself, and we're all far too intrinsically linked to her now
That's so nice.
as like part of her. Like, you are her guardians, I suppose.
Okay.
You helped bring her to godhood. You are all intrinsically linked to this god now. And all, like, really heavily linked through Adolin as well. If you have that mind link up of, like, Adolin is her champion.
You are.
You all have gifts from her as well. And you feel this laughter. You can see it sort of affecting those around you as well, but nowhere near as much as that joy flows through you.
I think it feels like a big weight has been lifted from all of our shoulders
Yes.
after that. Oh, I think we've actually done it.
I think there's that sort of breath, that relief, as you say that weight has been lifted, that you've done it. You've done the ritual. It looks like it's worked. You can see Eophil like gaining power and like regality as every second passes. And then I think that like slight moment would shatter slightly as a voice would ring out,
Oh.
and you would hear William
For fuck's
voice
sake.
Oh,
God.
William.
yell out, being like,
Goddamn Will.
What have you done? What just happened?" And you can see like the sort of scuffle that had been happening in the command center would stop. Those that were loyal to Eophil, who had been trying to stop that's flowing out into your own fight, have released William and allowed him to like step forwards. His guards are still like getting pushed back significantly, but nobody's like trying to put him in a headlock anymore. As he strides forwards, he has his sword out with like his cape billowing, the whole kit and caboodle kind of thing, and just
Very cool, a little too late.
like glares at you all and says, "What just happened?"
After a beat, Adolin starts to chuckle along with Io as well.
Yeah, I
It just
legit, like,
kinda
I think
gets-
that because we're in the orbit, it's just like, we all have like an in-joke where we're just like giggling.
See, like that anger would rise until his face is like beetroot red, kind of thing. But so you'd feel like Eophil turn to him and just say, "Enough. They did as I asked. They did what was needed to be done to save your people. You should be grateful." And see William sort of stutter a little bit as his focus goes from the three of you, who he kind of knows he can yell at, to a being that he's now not entirely sure what she is. And you see, like, he'd open and close his mouth a little bit and say, "You promised the people safe passage." And
Are
you
they
think,
not safe?
I think he means back to the material plane.
I think it was very clear that we
Yes.
weren't going directly there. He can't pretend to
We
be
gave a
ignorant
whole
of that.
speech about this,
He knew
and we have
exactly where
followed
we were
it to a
going.
word. To our word.
and you see Phil say, "Yes, I did. And I will. I am about to do that.
Yeah.
I am not
We've been
perfectly
here.
capable
for
of
Oh
My
my
doing
God,
seconds.
her bell rung. Give her a minute to catch her breath. Give us all a minute.
She'd look around at you all and just grin. "I may be a god, but I'm only doing my best."
What's his reaction to her saying that she's a god?
I think there's a like flicker, a surprise, and then this mask that like drops into place as he desperately tries to like go like full political mode of like covering his emotions.
What's her reaction to saying she's a god for the first time?
There's just this huge grin on her face, like,
That's nice.
and I think that is quite like unusual. You've met 3-4 gods at this sort of time, or at least like aspects of gods, and I think Shantea was about the only one that smiled.
Yeah.
We met Torm and Talos and Shantea.
Are we counting Torm?
We met?
Yes, we
He's
definitely
an
met
aspect.
him.
We wrestled.
Wrestled.
He was there for approximately.
Don't recall him saying a goddamn word.
20
Minutes
seconds.
That bodes well. That bodes well. If she's smiling and Chantia's smiling, and I always love Chantia, then this bodes well.
Mm-hmm.
Torm and Talos, not a fan.
Oh, I had a chat with someone.
Talos,
No, a different
the
one.
child. Oh,
The other one.
What?
We don't.
The No.
No.
Who's
Mistress not in this campaign. Has she? No.
briefly.
We didn't see.
who's Kai's new god?
You
It was a whole thing. They went, they prayed. It was a there was a compass involved. Oh my god, how long ago was it? Celine!
Holy
She
shit.
smiled less, but
Yeah.
she's quite a serious
She's
individual.
chill.
To be fair, that was last year.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh fuck me! This has been going on for a
Well,
long time.
my notes about planning for it are from October last year.
Wow.
And I think if the aboleth had had a mouth to smile with, it would have smiled.
If it had a mouth, how does it eat?
Well, it doesn't.
Semantics. That's a question for after the
I'm follow-up quest, yeah.
the post
For the
credits.
Q&A.
I do have a direct answer to that because I know the lore of aboleths. I spent so much time researching them. It's so fun. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I think you would see like Eophil looks like radiant. Like there is no question to you like of how much divine energy is pouring out of her at this point in time, that she is not only a god, but this is a god that is physically here in front of you. And I think it really puts into pale like the aspect of Torm you saw is quite clearly that wasn't Torm. That was an aspect. That was
That's
part of
crazy.
him.
It's crazy that we struggled that much with just a little snippet of him.
He's god. We're not level 20 yet.
And even like the other aspects, the other gods that you've seen, it would be quite clear to you that you're seeing parts of them. You have never seen a god in its full form before, and it might be that they simply can't. Those gods have been around much longer than Eophil. She is literally not quite born yesterday, but born today, as it were. But yes, you'd see like William Matthews would cow a little bit at this divine being that is not being the most diplomatic, serene, kind of like ethereal. Oh yes, I am a god. She is grinning, she is laughing, she is happy and overjoyed that you're all still alive and that you did it, and that she is in her realm. I think you can all intrinsically feel that like this is her place. This belongs to her, and you can see the environment reacting to her as she laughs and as she is like joyful. You can see like the light in the realm would like brighten, and you'd get this like warmth like wash over you. She's obviously like fully linked into this realm, and it reacts to her emotions. Say yes, I shall return anybody who wishes to, but please do remember, if you wish to stay, you are welcome to. My realm, whilst small at this point in time, as you can see, is already starting to provide for itself. And
Look at it go.
Big old apple tree just emerging next to us, and we're like, oh hell yeah.
it's just vines here, but you can go and explore the city and see what else is happening.
There's
if you wish.
city?
Yeah, you took the entire city with you.
Nice.
So basically
How much is it still standing?
You don't know at this point in time. The goal was to take everything that made it to Avernus back, because you were using roughly the same ritual. But because you moved the ritual site slightly further upwards, you'll miss the bottom bit, but it was mostly rock, so
Yeah.
I think
So
it
it's
was
about your
Some
basement.
of the edges as well, but like that's fine because they were already crumbling. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the outside was fecked, so. But yes, you'd see Earfield say, please, I'm more than happy to send everybody back to the material plane. I can arrange for the portal to send you all back to roughly where Pearlmire was. I'm not going to send you back into the lake, because that sounds cruel. But the dry land next to the lake that was Pearlmire sounds acceptable. Otherwise, a discussion can be held about where you would like to appear. I would prefer it to be somewhere that's not going to cause an absolute ruckus. So please, no suggestions of the middle of a city. But outskirts, if you wish. This is up for debate. I just need a consensus. But please, take a beat. Take a moment. I'm not going back on any promises. I'm just asking you to take a beat, gather your things.
Yeah.
I will gather my power and work out.
Also, we don't need to all go on one trip or anything like that.
No.
If you want to, appoint a scouting party to figure out what the damage is, where Paramar used to be, and then report back and make preparations at your own pace. I don't imagine it's like a no or nothing thing, right?
I mean, it's up to everybody. I don't want to spend the next few years of my life sending everybody slowly backwards, but I'm happy to do it in a couple of batches if that makes everybody happier. That's absolutely fine with me. Whatever works. You can see a citizen, quite a young teenager would stick his hand up and say, yes, question. He said, will you take our houses back with us? And no, sorry, the house has to stay here. And he's like, oh, but you can go see your house if you want. It's safe out there now that none of the devils should be here, so that's good.
If anybody sees a cat,
Holy shit.
I think I've still got the invisibility up.
If you've maintained concentration, you might have dropped it for a Zephyr Strike or something.
It's non-concentration for an
That's a
hour.
non-concentration.
Wow.
Okay, my apologies.
That's great.
But
I don't think Adam's looking for anything threatening at this point in time, though. I think he might have been curious to see, in the blink, what happened to Glazia and the cat.
That's true. Are they still on the steps?
He did have half an eye on them, because she was paying attention during that fight.
She was. So you look up at the stairs?
Yeah, I think once the kind of the initial peal of laughter subsides, he thinks, oh yeah, there was an uber powerful archdevil just over there.
And you'd see sat on the stairs.
Wow.
Very clearly still invisible based on your friend's quick check. It's Glazia sat there with her cat.
Just chilling in the upper planes. Holy shit.
Casually watching.
An icon.
I gave her away.
But a literal god can definitely
Adolin, why are
see
you
through
waving to thin
invisibility.
air?
Does that mean that I was just aware and nonplussed?
You can ask.
Or what is it nonplussed word?
Plussed.
Plussed.
Non-plussed or not fussed, right?
Yeah, nonplussed is not fussed.
Yeah.
I think Adolin just goes, she's not killing anybody.
Shit, sorry.
Very chill with demons.
What a way to end the campaign.
I know, just destroy.
Here's all the
everything.
notes.
Oh my god.
Blast it.
Let's not look at my horrific notes there.
Yeah, let's not balance the laptop on it.
It needed to breathe. It was dying. Not right now.
Ski box.
Yes. You'd see, Earfield say, it's absolutely fine. I will get everyone home. Please just take a moment and try and organise yourselves and tell me how you would like to get home, where we want to go, and how many batches we are doing. That would be very helpful.
Like our little cookies.
Also, because there's...
Yeah, I'm sure we could get the Light Ravens to coordinate.
And you'd
The
see
people-
she drop back down so she's not full on god in front of everybody and shrink again, and you'd see sort of come back into a almost human form. The one that she was strutting about in when she was
Strutting about.
when she had the spark, but didn't want to fully reveal herself. So I don't know if you've got baby, you feel that.
Baby
Just
is
just
not
a big
out,
one.
no.
just big one. So she dropped down into that, and you can see that glow would almost dissipate out into the realm a little bit. And I think based on your religion check from earlier, she's just split herself You are now like talking to part of her, as the rest of her has beetled off into her own realm.
Very cool.
Where'd you go?
I do this all the time.
I just want to see where the edges are and that, and try and figure out exactly what's going on, because there's like, it's like a. Have you ever had like a snake but move through your mind? So not like a snake, but like a mind snake? Is that a thing for people? Is that a mortal thing? It's not unpleasant, but it's like something moving across the back of your brain.
Sounds unpleasant.
Is it Glacia? Is she fucking with this?
Oh no, I don't know what she's doing. I'll deal with her in a minute.
Cool.
No, it's just like I can feel the things moving because it's my realm. I know it's mine, and I can feel that there's things happening, but I don't know what those feelings mean yet. You know, I don't know what that wiggle over there means. Like, is that something bad or good? Like, is that the vines like buggering off? Is there something else happening? I don't know, and I want to.
Okay.
If one god objected to this happening, is there a chance that others might have now noticed what you've done?
Oh, I'm almost positive that almost everybody noticed before we did it. Like,
Oh, okay.
I am fairly sure Tyr and Bahamut were neutral in the process.
Hey, that's
Eh.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
That's actually crazy. Because they're like,
I mean, they would have
Three of
marched.
them.
They would have done something.
yeah.
True.
And yeah, so I mean, Torm was here. If we pissed off Bahamut and like Tyr along the way, I think they would have tried
Backed
to stop
him,
it.
yeah.
They would have backed it. They didn't back it, which means I don't think they care.
Or they low key support it. I'm just saying, maybe a new trio is forming here.
Maybe support is like hard for a god, like particularly gods that are like kind of stepping on each other's toes, you know. Like Tormtyr and Bahamut were roughly the same or adjacent domains. It was probably safer that they worked together rather than actually had a go at each other, you know.
I see.
Do you know what your domain is?
Not really. I feel like I don't fully have claim to a domain yet. Like, I have this, but I need to go and like.
Get some folk.
I think I need to go and push Torm off his pedestal. So because
Ooh.
I want his domain. I want my way of doing it, but I want his domain.
Interesting.
Because I mean, we all know what he's been doing is wrong. He's been hurting people, or like allowing people to be hurt, and I don't know which one's worse, if I'm honest. And I know he's not gonna let me sit here. He's not gonna let me sit here. Like, he will spend all of his power trying to destroy me and this domain, because he wants rid of this. Because I am a direct threat to his domain.
Yep.
So I'm happy to take that fight to him.
That's very ambitious of you. I hope it works in your favor. I really do.
We'll see.
Gods can't just talk to each other, can they? That's too
That would be
far out there.
ridiculous.
I mean, they can, but like the point of the power struggles is that only one of us can have that domain. I suspect that the others are waiting to see which one of us ends up with domain. That there's no preference between us.
Because it's kind of same.
A little bit. Like, as much as
And
I
they're-
don't want to say I am like my father, I am
In their
significantly like
perspectives,
my
yeah.
father.
That was some insight we got there.
Is... Ooh, yay. I mean, you're all intrinsically linked to me now, but I respect the fact that most of you can just walk away from this.
Yeah.
And go on with your lives. And I don't want to... I'm not the kind of person that's now like, you owe me, or anything. Like...
I think we owe each other very much. I think It's kind of squared now.
I'm hoping that we can continue to be friends and that I can potentially count you as allies.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want to force that on you all.
See, that's
I'm
good.
afraid you're slightly more in depth with us as my champion and my will on earth, as it were.
Is your will on earth?
We don't give you inspiration for puns. I hope you know that.
That's not fair.
Do it. She's not going to be rolling any more dice.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not going to be trying to kill you anymore.
Fucking Adolin, he fiddles with that patch of the Knights of Ash that's been like embroidered on his cape. That's kind of notices it is still there and thinks, that doesn't need to still be there. And rips it off.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw it away, but just like tucks it away and says, I'll not be going back to the Knights of Ash. But as you said, you want to do things, the same things but better in your way. And I could have a stab at doing it the same but better with them.
Yeah. I get the law and order thing, and I just think that maybe he took it too far.
Mm.
And the civilization aspect, like that, I don't really agree with. I don't think I want that bit. But yeah, I really hope I can count on you all. I am aware that it is going to be... I have an upward battle against a lot of things in the next wee while. Some of it is very political. Some of it will be an actual battle. And my hope is that I will be able to call on you when I need you. But I respect the fact that you may say no. But I hope that given our time together and the way you fought for me all before, that you would consider fighting for me again. And potentially helping me not get led astray, like my father has been.
Yes, I really like the fact that you're referring to us as friends, because friends are honest with each other.
Yeah.
So, like, we will call you out
We
on your
can-
bullshit
yeah.
if there is any.
I'm up for that.
Okay, as long as you don't get too, like, big-headed and you're going to smite us just because we said that you were out of line that one time.
Right, I can't guarantee that I won't have an argument with you.
Oh, that's fine, as long as I just
As
don't
long as
get
there's no
smooshed at the
smiting.
end. Because then you'll have Chauncey on your ass, and honestly, she's scarier than Torm.
Yes, I am not sure where these vines are coming from. Highly suspecting a little bit of help there, because that's not part of what I do. But it is very
It's a
helpful.
housewarming gift.
That is my hope, and not a gentle threat.
I have a note from like round 15 of the combat, green shoots starting to spread out from Star Shatter, and at the time I thought, what the hell's with that? I don't know.
That's really cool.
We've got little green shoots.
Mm.
We're growing something together.
Leaves and leaves.
But yes, like you feel this like aspect of Earthil would be happy to like essentially sit and chat with you all for a bit. You can see like she just sort of like go a bit glassy eyed occasionally and like reaches to other bits of her.
It's fine, I do that too. It's just disassociation.
But yeah, this aspect of her is here to effectively talk to you all. Kind of thing. She asks that maybe you could help with the organisation of the rest of the folk here in terms of who's going, when are they going, what kind of groups we're going with. She politely asked that perhaps you could deal with William Matthews. I'm happy to back you up, but he doesn't seem to feckin' like me. And you can see like he is having a very angry like discussion in the corner with several people. You can see there's a lot of people getting their like ears wrung at the moment.
Are Gregwin and Zolani among them?
Gregwin is certainly. Although you
Anyone
can see
who's getting chewed out, after they've kind of been released from the chewing out, I'll be like, you know, you don't deserve to be talked to that way. You could just stay here.
We're starting our own nightly order, you know.
Like, like just every time I'm just like, you could just stay here. You don't deserve to be talked to like that.
you can see like one of the
You
people
deserve to be
getting
treated
like
better.
Yeah.
a massive chewing out is Gregwin because he was very obviously stopping William from like
Yeah.
approaching kind of thing. But you can see Gregor is just like, I
Right.
don't follow you anymore. I don't give a shit what you say.
Yeah.
And see
Hell
like the
yeah.
Adolin in the background is like as like the gathering of what are like effectively the leftovers of the cult of Earfield, like fully throwing themselves in with Earfield.
These guys were the baddies.
Yeah. You gotta talk to the cultists though, like because for real, they were gonna lead you so hard astray. Like,
Sure, yeah.
I don't know, but like their intentions, their kind
They
of
seem not great. They were,
machinations, the amount of people they killed to
a
do
lot
what they
of
did.
murder.
They
a lot of thieving, a lot of
Yeah.
lying and manipulating.
Clifford almost died.
Like
That's
without
the deal breaker.
I'm just saying a conversation
I-
needs to be had.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if they
about
go,
expectations.
if they go in thinking like
Boundaries.
after this that the ends justified the means and that actually they were on the right side of history, I think that they need to be very quickly dissuaded of that because otherwise it could long term become a problem.
For sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. As I don't want to just like dismiss them, but maybe if I can give them like a quest to become better people or something. That's a thing that gods do, isn't it?
That's
To, like,
true. Yes.
Yeah.
Go and absolve yourself or something,
Uh-huh.
right?
Go on a
Anti-crusade. Because like that's cool full circle stuff. Because you
Is
stopped
there not a word
crusaders
for
and
when
then-
people go on a big long walk to go pray
Pilgrimage?
somewhere?
pilgrimages.
Yes.
This sounds a little like almost like missionaryism of like
No,
spreading the word.
No,
I'm not that
that's
bothered about
the
that.
complete
at this
opposite
point
of that.
in
We
time.
don't want them
Although
spreading
it would
the
be-
word.
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
do with a bit of word.
You don't want them specifically spreading the
not
word.
like super aggro, like term guys did.
Yeah, we could give them a little bit like a pamphlet session of like, this is the notes I want you to tell people, and then also these were the bad deeds you did, so this is how we're gonna make
Why
up
don't
for
we
it.
just get them to start giving people soup and bread like you when we first met you? Because that was really nice.
Also, people need soup and bread.
And it's just a
Everyone
really
here has
cheap
a lot
I
of
feel
communication.
like they could do
network.
better though.
Then soup and bread? Or in general?
I mean, Gregwin's not powerful, you know? Like, he is quite a powerful knight.
But
like,
sometimes you just
he
gotta
can go
get
and
back to your
help a lot of
roots.
people.
Your soup and bread roots.
Your roots, your roots and
Humbling.
tubers.
Maybe he could work back up to his power. That'd be fun. Strip him of it.
See,
That sounds a bit evil.
think about it.
Where's
you
the
know
line
what?
here, guys?
Genuinely, also, it just involve him in the conversation. Be like, here's what I'm thinking. Here are my like insecurities as a god.
Gregor is like the last person left on our list, right? In terms of like seniority in the cult.
Yeah.
Like in terms of their leadership, we took out most of the rest of them. Was that a good deed? Who's to say? But
Not gonna lie, you did kill a lot of people.
We
They tried to
have
Yeah.
Does that make it better?
dead.
It makes it
Dead.
It makes it
slightly
okay.
more negotiable.
yeah.
Well, to me, that just sounds
Right.
like you made it onto the right side of history.
Some of the ways that we kill people, I think, definitely are not up for contention as being bad.
I mean, yeah, I'm well aware of the fact now that you drowned somebody in a metal thing.
The
I
yo-yoing
didn't
as
kill him.
well was a pretty dark moment.
Yeah.
for
That was a
everyone.
devil.
Still,
Well, like a person, they have thoughts and feelings.
yeah, it's true.
Just because they're not of like a race that you normally interact with.
Glazia's
This is the
nodding
talk you
vehemently
really need to have
behind.
with Adolin. Honestly, it's been
Yeah.
an ongoing issue.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
So-
we've been meaning to say something.
We have
Outside
been saying
unfurls and
something.
it says intervention. All of this campaign has just been to build up to
Okay,
this.
how many devils and how many angels do we have to kill to achieve our ends?
Okay. Tyson's dead, and then Commander Helen's dead.
Yeah,
Captain Lyra Yorman,
dead.
Dead.
dead. Ira's dead.
Dead.
Yes.
Professor Klein Verdon.
Never
Never
met
Loose
him.
end.
Yeah, we
Loose
never met him.
Gregwin.
Yeah.
Hermit Greyblade.
Never
Never
mind.
met
No.
him.
What does that even say? Clarendon Iagri?
You never met him.
No.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, there's some loose ends left in the cult.
That's fine. They might be dead because of devils, but the names are there.
Mhm.
I'm sure they can be tracked
You know,
down
at least
easy
one
enough.
of them was in Dust Town. The professor was worked at the university
That's
there.
right.
Light bulbs.
Well,
Yeah, I think Evil is happy to have an in-depth discussion with you three about what is the best way to do it. She's a little more hesitant to have these sort of like open pally discussions with anybody else. She wants to try and maintain that sort of godlike air around most people. But
Fair.
you're sort of like
Apart
in
from
a
laughing
circle.
in William's face.
A little bit, yeah.
That's fine.
She's a joyful god.
He deserved it. The Joyful God is such a good title.
Yeah.
but the laughing god sounds kind of sinister though.
Yeah, it does.
And I
It's
dig
not-
that.
I mean, I've always been the lady that watches.
Watches and laughs.
She's not laughing at us, she's laughing with us.
Yeah, let's maybe not do that one outside the group. I feel like that's going to get me a bad rap.
We'll workshop it.
The lady that watches is already kind of borderline creepy.
Yes, it is.
I didn't choose it. I was given it by the people. And I like to think it's watch over as opposed to
Yeah.
Yeah.
creepy.
I suppose to scrying on them at night when they're getting changed.
Which I don't do. I protect the children. Or I did. That's what I did.
Aw.
Good. Okay.
Right, yes. But yes.
Sort out the citizenry for getting home.
Yes. Please.
Maybe
Get some folks in charge of checking how structurally sound the city is.
oh yeah. But also
Like
the
here?
Yeah.
Oh, like it's not gonna fall apart.
But can people live in it?
Well,
yeah.
I don't really know what people need for that, so
That's why we need people to check.
I mean, I can provide it, so as long as you can tell me. That's the slight. I don't eat or drink.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
really know what you
disconnect.
need.
you worked in a soup kitchen. I think you
I
have
can eat it.
you have an understanding.
The bread was phenomenal.
I did not make it. I had no joy there. I'm sorry.
Fair
But yeah, I understand the fucking basics. If something needs to go in, but like I don't know the logic behind it.
Okay.
I worked in the
We'll work on that one.
Above the table, do we have indoor plumbing? Like, is that just a thing that exists yet?
Oh, it is in Paramount.
Okay.
But in Paramount and Dusttown, both
Was.
had indoor plumbing.
It was.
I mean, it.
It might have got left behind.
When there was a river.
Outdoor plumbing now.
Some of it came with you, so some of the houses are okay, and some of them just sort of drop off into the non-existence.
Is it just a city that has an edge and then it is into the ethereal night sky?
What is over the edge of the city?
I mean, currently it feels to me like it's just the city. I don't feel anything else. I can also feel that some of the city didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a shame.
That's fine.
That bit over the river, I don't think it was sound enough anymore.
Yeah, no, that
so-
bridge was,
It was-
coming down when we last
We've
saw
gone the shore, the far shore, but we like the rest of it's not
it.
me.
So
I
weird
mean,
to call it a
that-
shore.
But
when
I
there's
also
no-
know that there was a
Yeah.
hell of a lot of temples there, and they may not
Exactly.
have wanted.
It was
to.
the temple district that was over the river, so
Yeah.
maybe
And they'd rather stay in hell?
no, maybe it's better we have a fresh start.
Well, I don't know where it is. It might still be in hell. I can only see the bit that we're in. I don't know what happened.
But
I
it's
just
just
don't know
this
yet.
is just a city. A city. This is not
Yeah.
like this is
It's
a.
not like a city with outskirts or...
Do you think
suburbs or
it will
countryside.
gradually build up a little?
I think as my power grows,
Cool.
it might get bigger.
it'll expand.
But right now, it feels to me like you hit the edge of the city, and it's sort of like,
Okay. First step.
like walking into a pillow.
Railing. Oh, there's a pillar. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Then it's not as
I-
scary.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was checking is can people fall off the edge? They don't appear to be able to.
Oh, good.
You just bounce or...
It's more of a mental thing of like stop.
Like how technically you can bite through your finger, but you won't.
Ah.
That's such a weird example. But I
I'm
get
so
it.
sorry.
It's the same amount of pressure as you need to bite through a raw carrot.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't like that concept. I always worry about the bone. Like, is that really a carrot as well?
We'll never know.
This is gross.
No.
Wouldn't it be funny if the temple district has just fallen off and is floating through the astral sea somewhere?
I'm on my own adventure.
There's just a few monks and
That's the next
stuff
campaign.
left.
Which starts like spaceship shuttle splitting off and,
Rad.
and going back to the gods.
I'm very into it.
But yeah, Eoville is confident that it's not possible for somebody to accidentally walk over the edge.
Cool.
She's
Okay.
a little less sure
What
about...
if they purposefully walk over the edge?
That is something I'm not as sure about, and I don't know what happens when somebody does that. But usually when somebody does that in a god's domain, they fall into the astral sea. So I presume it's going to be something like that.
It's a problem for future us.
Yeah.
Probably not even us.
I mean, if we just tell people to listen to the stop,
Yes.
they'll be safe here.
Cool.
We'll build some nice walls as well.
If you want. I don't want to stop people going into the astral
A
sea
small
if they
fence.
want to go into the astral sea. Like, it's their choice. But I want to make sure that they know that's what's going to happen.
Ooh.
What's
So maybe
the astral
signs.
sea?
The astral sea is the interconnecting plane that flows between all of the outer planes.
So it could land them pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, it's a bit of a higgledy-piggledy thing where you can get to any plane from the astral sea, but not many people have any control about what direction they go through the astral sea at.
Sounds fun.
Let's all hold hands and jump.
Yay.
There's all sorts of aberrant horrors out there as well.
Yeah. It's not the space in between, because that is something slightly different, but it is the way to get between the planes
It's
if
like
you don't
the
plane
tree.
shift. Yes.
A little bit.
The darkness in between.
I think Adolin would work up the nerve to go over to the chewing out that Gregwin's having with William Matthews.
See, Gregory is mostly just stood there staring down at William Matthews, like vaguely glowering, as William is like switching between multiple people of telling them, how could you let this happen?
Can I
work on the big boy
try
plans?
something?
Can I?
Can
Go
we do
on.
this
That's
one first?
fine, absolutely. I just wanted to shut him up for you.
Oh no,
Go for it.
I'd rather he'd be able to speak for this next bit. Adolin goes up to
With his big boy panties on.
goes up to the High Observer, who are probably just like rounds on him next. I was
And
like,
you! It looks a little uncertain. She's like, you don't have the Knights of Ash emblem on you anymore.
He's already quit.
I think he pulls it out, unfurls it, and like hands it to him and says, "I will not be returning with you."
Hell yeah.
Takes
This.
it off you and says, good riddance.
The vows I took were not meant for this purpose, and I will be remaining here, and I will be making it plain to any other Knights of Ash that if they wish to remain, they can as well.
See, like, his eyes would narrow significantly, and he'd say, I would appreciate it if you did not sell lies to my people.
No, not a lie, just honest.
Yeah.
Adolin, no, he catches himself because he thinks, nah, we fucking lied to this guy. We didn't lie to the people much, but we did lie to him explicitly about what the plan was going to be.
Little, just a little.
But I think he goes back to like, we didn't lie to the people. The people are safe and they have a way home, which is more than Torm and his subordinates were going to do for them. For that reason, I'm out.
Dragon's Den Royale.
Mm-hmm.
See Williams shake his head and say, you understand little of what you've done. And it is painful to see our futures in the hands of people so naive and so idiotic. And he turned away from you.
Alan would. I don't think he challenged the bit about naive, but he'd shrug. He'd have been like not looking at Gregwin this whole time, but he'd kind of like flick a glance to him there.
And see Gregor's just like mildly like smirking down at William.
Oh dear.
Shrug.
See Garen's like one of the people getting like mildly chewed out and then just looking down at his feet. And like Zelani is the other one, and you can see like Zelani's bodyguard is like puffed up behind him as like William Matthews is having a go at him, and every time he turns back to her, that dragonborn just like shifts back up.
I'm not even sure if Zani did anything wrong in this case.
No.
No.
They weren't in the cult.
No.
I believe you did an insight check a little bit before, because you spent a bit of time coming back with it.
They had figured
He
out that
knows
we were
a
onto
hell of a lot
something, yeah.
more than William did, and he
Oh.
chose not to tell him.
Yeah.
Cool. I like this guy.
You see like Sir Siren sat at the back,
Yeah.
just like gently stroking his
Champ.
goatee.
This guy's a champ.
You see like William Matthews turns to him, scowls, and moves on.
I'm not engaging with this.
Yeah, Garen is getting an absolute earful because
This
you're
is
effectively
insane
what his
that these guys are
subordinates.
just letting this guy scream at them. This man is having a full-on tantrum.
A little bit, but he's also like, he has been their superior and like the high observer of their order for like a number of years now, and like has their respect and has had like military
Had the respect, like not anymore, fucking hell.
and like had military command over these people.
If we're in a domain where Torm isn't anymore,
Can
is he still in a position of power?
His power wasn't dependent on like divine power.
Okay.
He was like voted in like
Ah.
by the council. So like
I think we should have new election.
Yeah, like I like go up to Greg and it's like, spread the word, like we're starting our own order. With blackjack and hookers. not with that.
Okay. Not with blackjack and hookers, but our own order.
Yeah, and to kind of like quietly pass the word around the Knights of Ash that anyone who wishes to remain here as a sort of knightly order of the lady, there will be a place for them.
See, Gregwin like would lean back to you and like whisper, like he turned his head so William is.
Oh yeah, this is super secret.
And say, you may get many of the old Torm followers to follow you, but it's unlikely that either of the other gods' followers will turn.
That is up to them.
Well, I would suggest you don't try and turn them, and we keep them as allies.
Yep.
It's only an invitation, not a request.
It's considered insulting to ask someone to leave their god for another. Just better.
Right. Okay. Very well.
Are they all with Torm, or some of them with the other two of the trio?
You'll end up with a fairly like third split.
Yeah, because there's no point asking those who are not following Torm to defect.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought we'd get like hardly anybody that was like a follower of Torm, given that we just beat the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Who is having this discussion? Sorry, I'm not sure who's present for this discussion.
Oh, this would be the three of us.
The three of us.
That's
Is
cool.
Gregwin still part of this, or?
No, I think Adolin would have split off from him at that.
Okay.
Of like, you know, we'll quietly put the word out to anybody who we think might be a prospective candidate. But we don't want to offend it. We're not going to offend anybody. We're not going to.
I think you'd see at that, like, Gregwin would split off and, like, gather up the folk that you know are the ex-cultists, effectively, who are all followers of Torm, and they would have a small discussion. You'd see that in, like, hushed tones, and then they would start to split off and, like, dissipate amongst the Knights of Ash, and start, like, you can see, like, hushed conversations happening.
That is going to take care of itself, and I'm
I
sure
don't know how
we'll
I
not
feel
come back to
about
bite
it,
us.
'cause I don't trust the cultists. Because, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just have to trust that I was on it, that she's going to talk to them all.
You can't keep an eye on everybody all the time and make sure they're doing
It's
what
not
you
like
want.
I'm the lady who watches.
Yeah.
You'd see, like as William Matthews is starting to turn back to Zalani to give him another earful, you'd see Zalani, like, clap his hand down on William's shoulder and say, look.
Look!
What's done is done.
So funny.
And we need to focus on the next steps. And if you are not capable of doing that, I have no interest in having this conversation. So excuse me while I go and find those of my order.
I mean,
And you see him step away. You see like that like barbarian dragonborn that was stood behind him, like square up against William for a minute. While Zani would like mumble something to her quietly in Draconic. Or she'd like and follow very, very aggressively down at William.
So funny.
But you see Zalani would start like moving. You can see a lot of the Dragonborn like naturally gravitate to him. The majority of the Dragonborn are followers of Bahamut. Not all of them. There are some that follow other gods, but the majority of them do follow Bahamut. And you'd see that they would start getting gathered up, and you can see like the other followers of Bahamut that have clearly got his symbol, the dragon god's symbol, on their chests, and that would like gather up and then start disseminating. And you see like something is getting passed down that chain.
Factions are forming.
oh dear. It's all happening.
So, what are we doing?
Can you still see Glacia?
If it's still within the hour, I should be able to. If she's still about.
Still within the hour.
She's just vibing on those stairs.
She's just sat on those stairs. Got the cat sat in her lap, like gently scritching it behind its ears.
Yeah, follow me. And I'll kind of lead you over to the steps, and we'll sit down pretending we can.
We're having our own separate conversation.
Yeah.
Eofil would walk with you. That aspect.
Oh. And I'd kind of just say right, she's just 2 steps above us. Pretend you can. She's not.
It's telepathically.
Yeah.
I think it's the aura of EO is still making me crack up. And I'm like, guys, what if I just set my bees to crawl all over her so you could just see vaguely her silhouette?
See, Eofil
That would raise
gags
so
slightly.
many-
I'm just gonna fix that, and would tap the 2 of you, and she's effectively just cast see invisibility on the 2 of you. I'm like,
Alright.
just fix that a little bit. I'm not living with that. Sorry, Polly.
That's so
Wow.
fair. So valid.
Can't believe that I icked,
You icked a god.
I icked the god.
Now, do you get it?
I don't. I really don't get it.
No.
But you'd see Glacia kind of figuring out that all of you can see her, and that she'd scoop up her cat and come and sit down with you all.
Wow, a whole domain where absolutely no demons and devils can get into. What about that?
I know, isn't it?
How are you here?
Because I was here when the ritual happened.
Yeah.
So
Does that mean that other demons and devils could be in the city? Conceivably?
Not of any. They would have to have significant power, like myself. They wouldn't be able to just come. So any of the imps that I believe you spotted would not have made it, and probably dead. Given the force of the blast, it was not a pleasant experience.
You good?
Oh, I am now, thank you.
So are you just here to congratulate
Holiday
us?
Just to observe.
Okay. Cool.
Is this the beginnings of interplanar diplomacy we're seeing here?
Ooh.
We did hear a rumor that you're a princess.
Princess isn't the word we use, but I suppose that's a good analogy in your mortal terms. I am of the understanding that, and she looks at Eofil at this point, that there is no interest in political propositioning here. And you see Eofil be like, well, you're quite evil and advocate for the death of a lot of people and stealing of their souls, and I'm not on board with any of that. And see Glacia be like, well, I feel like we might have a strong impasse there. just a strong one. It's always interesting to see what happens in the end, though, isn't it?
I don't know if we ever are going to get that far.
Yeah.
I think you've done remarkably well.
Yeah, but I don't think this is the end. There's
It's the
going to be a
end
bit.
of that
There's
chapter.
going to be some more, and then there's going to be some more after that, and then some more, and
Is there ever really an end?
I think it depends what end we're talking about.
So what are you talking about?
The end of that era. It's hard to define that, I suppose. But it very much needed the Knights of Ash in place. And it needed the Torn to be... what's the right term? Fully in charge? And neither of those things are true anymore. So I would say that's the end of that era. And we'll watch the beginning of the next one.
Fair enough. So, are you one of the many who are going to be staying here, or
I
Summer home?
believe that as I was brought here by the ritual, you can't make me leave.
Who said anything about making you leave?
no? It's just a clarification point. It's not like we're kicking you. Genuinely, do you want to be here?
Thank you. Will I be given a home to live in?
I mean, so many people died. I'm sure there's an empty one somewhere.
Yeah.
I expect a palace.
You might need to leave if you expect that. I'm sorry, but
Do you not have like a speed dial tattoo for her? or
I do,
something?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On their wrist.
Oh,
Don't worry. I'll be watching. It'll be fun.
Go between the two of you.
God, you're like helicopter parents.
But isn't that what you need?
No.
A little help and a little direction.
Not from you, my friend.
Yeah.
Say I haven't helped.
I am sorry that we haven't really accepted any of your offers.
Yeah.
I know that you've been kind of
That doesn't
hoping.
mean that I haven't helped.
You know what?
True, it's true.
Perhaps that's the case, but it also means that we don't owe you. And I think that's the important part.
I believe it is the important bit to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I respect that. None of your souls are mine. Don't worry. Neither is anybody else's, if I remember correctly. Nobody sold anybody out. See, you feel like look confused for a second, like, was that an option?
It's really insane
sure.
to think that like she quietly behind our backs was just talking to Vera and being like, listen, I'm just saying.
If you know anyone you don't like and you think their soul could just be whoop.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you'll find much here for you.
Maybe there's plenty here.
You know what? I look at Io and I'm like, she's your problem.
Yeah.
See, you feel would like contemplate for a long moment, but yeah, I think you are a problem. You see Glassy look like mildly offended for a second. It's like, oh, how could you?
She's at least a little entertaining. Like, you gotta grant her
Yeah.
that. Also, is this cat your bodyguard, like the buff dude that we
what's
saw
up
earlier?
with the cat, please?
Oh, he's my cat. What on earth do you mean?
Is it just a cat?
When is anything just
The cat can
anything?
definitely talk. The cat was never just a cat.
Yes, I mean, and the cat literally has fucking wings. I'm just saying.
Yeah, is it even a cat?
Well, no.
I mean, that's its name, but...
I believe the form that this creature has taken is a tresson, which is basically just a winged cat indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Form it's taken, which
is.
means it's not.
Can it change?
No, explicit. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can change anything.
was it the guy that we saw in our big old bash? You saw a couple of days ago.
Did we ever get that pit fiend's name?
No.
That's the one. Or is this just like? I mean, I'm not saying that you only have one friend, and also.
But also, we've never
One
seen both
friend.
of them in the same place at the same time.
For a while, we thought the cat might have been you because we'd never seen you guys in the same place at the same time. So, like, we're working with limited like information here. It's just curiosity. I don't actually care that much. I'll get the answer in the Q&A.
Get the answer to the Q&A, yeah. And you see she'd grin at you and say, well, what's the information worth to you?
Again,
We just said absolutely nothing.
it's just
Then
curiosity.
I think we'll leave it at that.
Cool. Wonderful.
One of life's great mysteries.
Maybe
Do you want to glue two of our friends together?
No, that's a...
It's really funny. we next time we see the pet fiend, we glue his wings together, and then when we see the cat, if it can't, then we're like, ah!
How much glue do we have?
one's, like, portion.
No.
It's not enough.
It's
Not
all
enough for
round
all the chaos that we want to
A
cause.
container contains 1d6 plus 1 ounces. And I don't think we ever rolled for it, so... I guess we'll find out when we crack the lid.
Yeah.
See what's in it.
So, you've been asked to help, like, round up the citizens and things like that. I presume that is going to be happening at some point.
Yeah,
Whether
and
it's happening
also-
before or after the gluing, I don't
Yeah, we
but-
can,
During.
like, they also
Gluing
can
citizens
take
together.
as much time as they want
Okay, I
to
think...
figure out, because, like, getting back is not dependent on Io. I know that she said that she didn't want to do the ferrying for years, like, but if it takes a couple of weeks or even like a month or so, and if after a little while, years down the line, somebody changes their mind and wants to go one way or the other, it's not a disaster because I've got means of ferrying them as well.
True, although that is dependent on you being available.
This is true.
Yeah, to speed that along a bit, I think what you'd find is that, as like anticipated, the bulk of the Knights of Ash that were followers of Bahamut and Tyr would wish to return.
Yep.
They're a little, unsure about leaving their city behind, but they understand that they're currently in a god's domain and it's not their god and they should probably get the hell out.
That's fair.
Kind of thing. There's no conflict here, but the uppers are saying get out. You can see Zelani is trying to make sure that all the followers of the other two are sort of organised and ready to leave. You can see amongst the bulk of the civilian population, however, are wanting to go and venture out into the city. And are asking for guides and such like that, and you can see that there's many of the Knights of Ash, even those ones from the from Tyr and Bahamut that are happy to take effectively they're looking for an armed guard just in case there is something out there, despite if Eofil's reassurances, to go and see what kind of state the city is in. And this would take a couple of days, I think. So you can have a think about what you'll be doing in that time, I guess. But the citizens would start ranging out into the city. And I think what you'd quickly realise is that these vines that had sprouted from the centre of the main temple spread out into the entirety of the city now, to the point where they are falling off the edge of the city and dangling into nothingness now. And you see quickly that a lot of the buildings have been almost fortified with these vines, and after the initial jump has happened, obviously more plant life has started to sprout, so the roads and pathways within the city are starting to grow more moss and things like that, and have flowers sprung up. There's a hell of a lot of plant life that has suddenly sprung up in the city that was not there before. A lot of it is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the construction to keep the buildings together right now. So a lot of people are finding quite joyfully that their homes are still fairly intact. Anything on the outer rim is junk, but anything from the middle third to a half of the city is relatively intact and held together with vines. There's quite a few roofs that are needing replacing and stuff like that, but again a lot of these plants are doing some fairly heavy lifting there and amalgamating themselves into these buildings.
And we don't know what the weather's going to be like. You might never rain again.
I think there's a discussion with Eofil at some point that is, all these plants is lovely, and you've got a really nice open green space where the actual park used to be, where the oak tree is now starting to come back to life and things.
Literally was on my list to check the park.
I thought you would, yeah. But there is a quick discussion there. I think maybe headed up by Polly, there's no water. And you see Eofil be like, oh yes, that is a thing. And you'd see she'd almost concentrate for a minute, and then the river would begin to flow again, and there'd be this
from where to where?
Crazy. Did she just create a spring
it's almost like a waterfall hits one side of where the river starts and then flows down and then falls off the edge of the city as this
rad.
Water almost, what's the right term, condenses out of the air into a waterfall that drops into where the river is, flows down the river and then falls off the other side and dissipates.
Interesting.
And see it's a good start. I can make it rain occasionally as well. Does that help? How often does it need to rain?
We will
Depends on
have
the
a
climate.
conversation about just generally what ecologically should be happening here.
Cool. Because
Yeah.
the climate can be what we want.
Yeah.
I like warm, but so
You know what?
That.
We'll have a forum. And we'll talk. We should have an AGM that we just have quite so people can put in their votes.
Do we want seasons? What seasons
and then
do we want?
and that also means that we can check in every year and be are we good? Do we want it to be a little bit warmer next year? A little bit colder? Do we want to have some ice skating? We could freeze the river for a bit.
Maybe we could have seasonal days. So it's mostly summer, because I like summer. And then we could have a winter day where people get to ice.
Sounds fun, but again, it's gonna fuck with the plants. So you
but
have
what
to
if
find
I
a
made
balance.
it didn't?
But what if didn't?
But what
We'll
if
talk
didn't?
about this.
Because I can make the plants do what I want.
I don't know how I feel about that. Plants, sometimes them, being a little unruly and uncontrollable is kind of the fun of it.
Well, I could give it, but see, I can make them do what I want and then like let them go, and let them like propagate. Like if I made it summer all the time, what if I made a plant that never died?
Oh, well then that's just an invasive species waiting to happen. Like we gotta.
But where's it going to invade?
Here.
But don't we want it here?
To an extent, like listen, if somebody was planting mint in this garden, I gesture to like around the tree. I'm like, I would kick their ass. Like there's some limits that you have to. Yeah, for real.
Holy shit!
That's the main reason I had that spell stuck.
Get rid of the mint.
Just the mint.
You gotta cover like bamboo. I would recommend not having any bamboo until you like really understand how to. Never mind. Like I say. Conversations need to be had. You know what, Chauncey? Can help you with that. She can hook you up.
Okay. Well, maybe you could stay on as a consultant.
Sure. Sure.
And you can help me set up a way to feed everyone. Because, like, I gotta bring in animals at some point.
Yeah.
That's true.
My mild plan was to go nick a herd of cows from a wild herd or something and bring that in and see what happened.
Well, my family's from a farm, so
You could buy them.
I could just go back to Plenty and ask what they've got.
Like they'll sell me a herd of cows?
Probably. Oh,
I mean, that sounds like a good start. We can keep them in the park or something.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
How the fuck do cows work?
They can
This is
handle
on
it.
you.
Just gotta
You're
go.
right. Yeah,
Right,
don't,
okay.
They
don't
eat grass and then
You've got
that's
bigger
it.
things to worry about.
Okay.
Don't we'll
Like,
start
part
off
of me
with a
will
small
sort this out
committee
with
and
you,
we'll get
yeah.
this all figured out. Don't you
At
worry.
the AGM, should we maybe have some sort of government and we can have someone in charge of cows?
Yes, we should get a cowboy.
I'm gonna need like a council, aren't we?
Yeah.
A council.
A council.
Council.
Oh,
Oh, it can't be a council dedicated to cows though, because
Why not?
Because then we'll need independent councils for the cows, for any other animals we bring, for like the plants and stuff. And I don't think I have
animal
enough people for that.
The animal council could be the council.
Yeah.
And you just have a cow guy.
Just cast awaken on like a
Sheep
different
guy,
cow
fish
every
guy.
day.
Yeah.
An awakened cow that comes to the council, speaks on behalf of the cows.
No,
That
we
sounds
can't.
horrific.
Unless we want the entire place to be
'Cause I'm
vegetarian.
presuming at
that's
some
a
point we
really
can-
big difference.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So if
You're both
awake-
making the same
Yeah.
point, yeah.
if we awaken the cows that we eat, that sounds horrific, and I really don't want to cross that line.
Anyways, these are no disrespect, problems too small for you. So
Yeah.
like we can hash this out
Yeah,
in a
you-
little committee.
yeah.
We'll make a little committee,
Yeah.
and they can figure it out, and you can tell me what you need me to do. 'Cause
Yes,
I can do the
absolutely.
do, but I don't understand what do is to do.
The god said doo-doo.
So yes, is there anything else that anybody wants to do?
Where's your cousin?
Good question.
Where's the dog?
Like
Clifford's here,
follows-
guaranteed.
He's just vibing.
running faster than he ever fucking had in his life, just round and round this entire park.
he spends a lot of time like following you around because you've got the cup. I
Do you?
believe?
Yeah. Do you take the cup back from Ohio?
Oh yeah, you get the cup back.
Hey.
Yeah, she only keeps Star Shatterer because that's hers. She doesn't keep the trident and the
Sorry.
cup.
What happened? I thought it got destroyed.
Is the trident-
It's trident? No,
It's in the golf bag.
It's in the
Can
golf
you
bag.
uncurse it?
No, it's not mine.
Can we destroy it?
Can you?
Can we-
There is a way.
Can you
Get off the edge.
It'll just end up in the astral
terrible
plane.
idea.
Terrible.
Ah.
Um,
A villain origin story in the making.
I
So
feel a
there's
bad origin story in the making.
There's a way to destroy it. You said.
I mean, there's a way to destroy any magical artifact.
Okay.
Which is-
Many are.
I mean, I don't know. I can't do it. It's not mine.
Oh.
I can do mine in an instant, but I'd rather not.
Could you keep it somewhere that nobody can get it until we figure out how this mini campaign works?
What?
I have an idea
I
on
have
that
a
front.
vault
Let's try.
downstairs, apparently.
What was
In
your
the vault?
idea?
It depends if the vault's accessible or not. But
It is. Yeah, it's mine now.
the Knights of Ash vault.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Is it an extra planar space?
like
Yeah.
sort of. It's
Okay.
pocket dimension,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh,
not
sure.
like.
Well, that might be better then. If we're gonna like.
What were you going to say?
I think at some point Adolin was going to go looking for the tunnel that leads down to the old Temple of Io directly under where the original ritual was cast from. As like a nice little...
I'm just going to bury that here.
A little hideaway spot in the city. Because the only time we saw that was for about 30 seconds while we were trying to catch up to Arva and take the cup back, and then she tried to kill us.
Got knocked out so many times.
Yeah. But no, I think Adolin would try and find his way back down there, like back down the
is still
tunnels.
there.
What?
Body is, I think.
Tezin's... I'm not talking about Arva's basement. I'm on about the...
Is that not where the ritual started?
It was... So we went to the warehouse.
And then farther on from him.
Oh, well, yeah, no, you're right. He was down there. There was a warehouse, there was the tunnel that led to the centre of the city.
It was the initial area, and then the tunnel that led to the ritual area.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Adolin would try and find his way back down there at some point, because there was like...
It is mostly collapsed.
I think a long-term project for him would be to restore that a bit, because there was like loads of mosaics on the wall, and it was like the ancient history of Io, and just,
I mean, it would take a while if you're doing it without magic, but like it can be like a pet project for yourself. It will take you years.
It could be one of the like kind of like appease, like ways that the cult can like appease is to like help restore it. And like actually learn what Io stood for.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good idea.
Do you want to lead them in that?
Yeah.
In their atonement?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Okay. Are we having a chat with Garen? Is that a thing? Are we actually pouring glue on them, or...?
I would like to.
Was not actually involved in the evil plan of these
that was just us.
So you guys go nuts.
Do you want to glue them together? It's like an extreme version of locking them in a cupboard together.
Kind of.
Why don't you just go down to the Pocket Dimension vault and then be like, oh no, the door's stuck.
You're gonna have to talk out your problems.
I mean,
also, first vibe check. Have they talked about anything already?
Yeah,
is this necessary?
I believe you're well aware of the fact they've spent several nights together.
Yes, but where are they at?
We're not doing situationship bullshit. That's not how we end this. They're either together or they're not.
I don't think an insight check would tell you more than like what they've physically like done in terms of spent nights together.
What?
They have been sleeping in the same bed.
They fucked.
Cool.
Maybe
we don't need the glue then.
Yeah, I think they're good actually.
I'll take the glue and I'll use it to like glue bits of the ceiling back into place in the temple.
That's a good idea actually, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to glue this pillar back together.
I think, that's an interesting passion project. I think that at some point you work out that that undead zombie ogre is still in there and it's still animated.
Oh yeah.
So at some point when pushing a pillar off, a hand like reaches out and snatches one of the cultists and drags it back into the room. There's a bit of like panic as you go in to rescue him.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
And a bit of a fight as you like dismember this like zombie ogre that is like it's kind of just been trapped under rubble for some time.
It's been transported to planes. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Adolin makes a note to investigate that and find out why the remains of like a giant was down here in the first place, and just chilling.
Yeah.
But you would slowly be able to put together that temple again. I think the mosaics would cause you the most problems.
Aww.
Because you only got a small snippet of it. Io has no idea what's supposed to be there because she didn't make this.
But she can kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
If you can describe to her what the images roughly were, she can tell you roughly what she thinks the acts were, but like...
I think you need an art historian.
We can get one of those in town, it's fine. I'll get some cows and an art historian.
Or like a chat with Sir Siren.
Yeah.
Or Miriam or something like. Do you have any
Miriam's
books
a good
that have
idea,
these
for
mosaics?
sure.
And
Miriam is an excellent shout. Miriam, I think you would quickly realise she is staying. Her library is here. She has like full autonomy to leave now though. Like she has been completely disconnected from the city in terms of her curse. So she can bugger off wherever she pleases.
Is there any way of helping her kind of put her piece together again? Her brain was so fragmented, her memory.
It's more that she's insane.
I know, but is there any way of helping her with that? Can we get her on the right meds?
now that she's no longer
Some
Quite
ghost,
cursed and trapped somewhere.
ghost dragon meds, they do those, right?
Yeah.
I could get a pharmacist in town too.
You're just adding things that you need to bring back to the city.
Right, herd of cows, one pharmacist, one art historian.
The first angel that Io makes as her eternal servant will be Miriam's eternal therapist.
You know what? Miriam deserves it.
Yeah.
I think Io would say that she thinks she could quick fix her, but she doesn't think it would be good for her.
No.
Because one of the things
Quick fixes are never healthy.
one of the things she was trying to do as a knight when she was spending time here was trying to talk to her and try and, with like what energy she had, reconnect some of the links in her memory. And it partially worked, but she didn't get much time with her. So she thinks given enough time and somebody sat talking to her for long enough, and somebody with enough power that Miriam isn't going to immediately kill them accidentally.
What's wizard dude? He can handle it.
It's a siren.
Yeah.
They do get along quite well.
Although he's a little bit mad as well.
He's just
He's
old.
mad. He's
He's
just
eccentric.
He
Yeah.
likes to pretend that he's mad, or I suppose than he actually is.
he's pretty on the level, I think.
Yeah, you can talk to him if you like.
I don't know if I have the
Always.
patience. Very different reactions.
I don't think Kai has anything specific they want to talk about. They're just gonna sit near him and be like, "Let's go."
Okay. There is an endless tirade. Tirade, thank you, of just like situational like conversation of this is very interesting. It's so interesting that the vines are holding the city together now. Isn't it? Do you think if we burnt the vines away, the stone will hold? Or do you think the vines will leave? Should we be reinforcing the stone while the vines are here to allow the vines to go back to where they came from? Or are the vines here to stay?
I believe the vines are a gift from Shantae.
Oh, truly an interesting concept. But does that make this partially Shantae's domain? Or is
We
this
could
simply a
ask her.
gift? That is not usually an option. But I suppose you and your friends might be able to. Do you know, problems become a lot easier when you can quite simply ask
Yes.
the correct person. How curious. How many gods have you met, Kai?
Personally, 3.
It's 3 more than most. And how have your experiences been?
Could be improved upon, if I'm being honest.
Oh, that is a shame. I feel like the conversations would like just go from there. There's endless questions, like backwards and forwards, and like musings on the world, and like Siren he's not mad, but he's not massively connected in, you know? Like he's an old dude that everything just turned upside down, but he's like, what am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Do you bring up the idea of him being the one that talks to Miriam?
Sure, yeah.
He'd say he doesn't have a huge interest in being a dead dragon's therapist,
That's fair.
but he can certainly try for a bit. He intends to stay. He is more curious than anything, and he wishes to stay. He's also well aware of the fact that he's probably not got that long to live, so he might as well live in a god's domain while he's there.
Yeah, why not?
Tom's never invited him in, so...
He's never been round for tea.
Exactly.
So rude.
Does anybody have anything else that is like
What is your cousin doing?
small, specific related?
I don't know what my cousin's doing.
What's his name again?
Pharaoh.
Varro. It's been a while.
It's only been 2 years.
Varro would be like helping with the escorting of citizens, particularly with Belinda. Like that makes life a lot easier. He's been doing a lot of like figuring out what's still good with the city.
What's good?
Proper bird's eye view would be
Yeah.
helpful, I imagine.
And like politely asking Io to like add reinforcements to certain things, because like you can see like the tower of the main temple. It got partially knocked down and then like scattered and held, which was really weird, and it's sort of like come back across to Eofield's realm like that, where there's a bit of hoverness to it, and it's making a lot of people nervous.
Yeah.
So
can we make this more
Varro has
vertical?
like taken
Please,
lead on
thank
like
you.
getting that construction kind
Yeah.
of sorted. He also spends a fair amount of time with your group because he believes he has penance to be done as well. So if that's like the way that the cult is going, he wants to be part of that, to not skip corners, is the way that he sees it. He's not sure where he stands on that because he sort of left the cult before everything happened, and it sort of ended up in a limbo stage, and then with you lot on your side, but you were on Eofield's side by then, so he's a bit confused about exactly where he stands, but he thought it'd be best to start from ground zero and work up, kind of thing. So he spends a fair amount of time with that, but he's sort of getting more duties across the city, particularly because Belinda is particularly helpful. You can see like the Adolin and that would often get like taken off for like the same reasons of there's not that many flying folk left, and not many folk that have the capability of summoning flying steeds either. So having that help of like reinforcing the bridges and like seeing where they're weak and things like that is very helpful, and taking an aspect of IO across to these areas and making sure everything's good.
Yay. We're turning it into our new home.
It's a home.
Yeah, nice.
And I think unless anybody else has got any other like small things to do before we do the sort of citizens leaving bit.
I think related to the citizens leaving bit, find Dio at some point and ask if a special case could be made for Alagarthus to have a one-way trip over to his own domain, his own realm, because he's not going back to Paramar. He's the guy we met in the Feywild.
He's the elf prince
Oh,
that you sort of half saved, half
Yeah,
The one that
kidnapped.
lives on the top of the cone.
from that,
Yeah.
Stop the corner.
It's canon. You heard it. She
Yeah.
agreed.
So he's from the material plane, but he's not from the same place.
Yeah.
Yes. So is that what you're arguing for?
Okay, did we ever work out where he's from?
It's not.
No one had heard of it.
No, it's not somewhere that is like knowledge for yourselves.
Yeah, just that he's not going back to the Sapphire Coast with
Yes.
everybody else.
Yeah.
He
Can
thought
he-
he lived on a flat planet, and we thought ours
Was
It's
round.
cone shaped.
was a weird it had one.
why
It had
we're
a
in cone.
pole on one end, and then it just had nothing on the other end. No, we thought that was the norm.
Eofield would be more than happy to, after a bit of debate backwards and forwards and sharing of memories between them. She kind of understands where she's supposed to take him, and you see Alagarthus would make his goodbyes and would thank you all for saving him and for this wondrous journey you've taken on. He has much to take back to his people to tell them
How
about.
long has it been for him
It's been nearly 3 years.
Wow.
But that's a bit
in the
wibbly.
Feywild? So he
Yeah,
doesn't
he had
actually
2 years
know.
in the Feywild and then another year trying to escape the Feywild and sort of kicking about with you.
Can I come with him just briefly? Like can I as his pal, as like a little moral support, go with him when he heads back home, just in case it's been like 8
1,000
decades,
years and
he's
everything's
like,
dead and
all
gone.
of my family are gone. The kingdom has been overthrown.
Yeah,
Like-
that's why
like-
no one's heard of it. The entire country
Yeah,
has
exactly.
fallen.
Can he have a pal just in case the worst has, know?
okay.
Okay.
Eofield would offer to jump the two of you, and she'd give you a token that is effectively a one-way trip back to her realm.
Excellent.
That you sort of like crush, and you can just like jump back
Love
to her
that.
realm, kind of thing.
Cool.
She would open that smaller portal and allow you to walk through after Alagarthus has said his goodbyes to the few people that he actually knows.
He can keep Commander Helen's sword.
Wow.
He thanks you for this. He's slightly confused, but thanks you
He
anyway.
should totally be able to come back from his epic odyssey with a magic sword.
Yeah, he deserves
Yeah.
it.
Been gone for 3+ years.
If he wants a cool scar, we can make that happen for him too.
What if the time difference is the other way around and he's only been gone a week?
He comes back and like everybody's like, I don't.
Bro, what happened?
You look terrible.
So stepping through the portal, I think what you're greeted by is this strangely elegant and alien city to you. It is. So Eofiel has sort of dropped you like a little ways out of the city because she thought dropping you in the centre of it would be a terrible idea. So you're like an hour or so walk outside of the city, but it's got these like shiny metallics, like almost spires to it that make up a lot of the central part of the city. And you can see that there are like considerable like small floating segments that are like circling around this city, and you can see like Alagarthus as he steps forward, there's this sigh of like relief as he's like, it's the city's still here.
And it looks the same? It looks different?
It's been a long time, but yes, roughly. I think that's a new spire, maybe? I don't remember that one.
Are there people around?
As you like step out of what was like almost like a wooded area onto the main road, you can see that there are travellers. And you can see there are all like this like full elven in that same like elongated features that Alagarthus has.
You boy, what day
Yes,
is
that's
this?
exactly what I was thinking.
I think you see Alagarthus would like stride up to one of the merchants kind of thing and like start having this conversation in a language that is almost elven. It is like closer. Do you know like
Sylvan?
It's not Sylvan. No, it's almost like a dialect of Elven. So you're kind of getting it, but there's like a bit of a like, oh, what was that? Kind of thing. Of it's grown apart, as it were. And he has this conversation, and it becomes quite clear that he has been gone a lot longer than 3 years in their timeline.
Right.
But not significant amount of time that he's worried.
Okay, that's something.
You're looking a lot closer to 30 years. But in the
But
life...
if they're elves, that's like
they
2
don't give a
weeks.
shit.
Like,
Yeah, you're well aware that the fact that Alagarthus... Oh, actually, I don't think you actually know how old he is at this point in time, do you?
depends if it's come up. How much time have we spent chatting?
No.
Minimal.
Also, who asked the person how old they are?
Yeah, rude.
How old are you exactly?
He's an elf. He's probably older than he looks.
He's about 150, so
that's
30
really
years
young.
isn't great, but like it's not the
He's
end
a
of the world.
baby.
He is... Like, it's statistically likely that his family is absolutely fine.
Yeah. Cool.
That his younger sister might annoyingly now be his elder sister. But that's not
Apart
the
from
worst.
that.
Yeah.
I was reading something the other day and it was a big old tangent, but I was talking about like Macbeth kind of like prophecies where it's like, you know, killed by the elder sibling of a firstborn. You know, this is one of the workarounds or something like that. Where
It's like, this person doesn't have an elder sibling. Oh no, wait!
the firstborn should be the eldest, unless.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh, a prophecy in the making.
Yeah.
But yeah, he seems quite confident that at the very least his family is safe and intact, and he simply needs to now get into the palace to see them.
Okay. We can make that happen.
Well, he's the prince. I'd hope so.
Yeah, for sure.
He actually says to you, I think I'm fine from here. I appreciate your concern, but
Cool.
I am quite happy to continue from here.
On a slightly more boring political note, it would be good for us to keep in touch, just generally speaking. You never know what might happen down the pipeline that you might want to be informed of, or you might want to contact us because of. So you've got like sending or anything like that?
I personally don't know.
Okay. But if you've got like the scroll, you can make it happen.
I can't. I mean, you have sending, correct?
I do. It's just kind of one way. I can keep on.
You can reply to his ending, can't you?
Yeah, it just
but
means
you
that I'd
can't
have to
initiate.
instigate
Yeah,
it.
but
But I can touch
Scroll.
base. I can
Yes.
check and like
Perhaps
not
I can get a
infrequently.
stone of sending to you
Yeah,
or something?
absolutely,
Once I've
for
reconnected
sure.
with my family. You know?
Tell you what, if I walk you in just a little bit of the way and I'll find like a big tree or something, then that means that I can pop by
I mean,
kind of easily.
we just walked out of a forest.
I know, but I want to be closer into town. Like, come on.
Convenient.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
walking.
Also, I'm not here, but I'm sure there's some sort of court wizard that can do sending. Maybe you could meet them.
Yeah,
Like,
for
hi.
sure. I'm just saying.
He seems really reluctant to walk you into the city.
Yes,
and
no,
I think it's
I
quite
don't
apparent
think he
that,
wants to.
there isn't anybody around that looks like a half elf and looks like you, if that makes sense.
They're a little hoity-toity about it, yes.
I think it's more that he's worried it's going to like raise more questions and it might get you thrown in
You want me
jail.
to turn on a horse so that you just go in majestically?
He'd politely tell you he is uncomfortable riding you.
You're not that close a friend.
You're not alone.
Ooh.
You're not alone. That sounds not fun. Yes. Okay. Don't be a stranger. That's all
Of
I'm
course.
saying here. Absolutely. Don't be a stranger. Maybe we can. Yeah, I'll keep in touch. You do the same, and if you need any help, be sure to say the word. And if we need anything from you that we think potentially you would be amenable to, then you'll maybe hear from me about that as well.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Blessed be your day.
And also with you.
Yes! And he would walk towards the city.
I crush the thingy and I head on back.
Flips back into Earfield's realm.
Guys, that man was a racist. I'm kidding.
Seems so nice.
I mean,
No wonder the two of you got on so well.
oh dear.
Look, prejudice against devils is not like, you know.
My kind of racism. I can't even say
You're
it. It's so
right.
offended.
You're so right. Oh dear. So what I miss? Everything's still standing.
Yeah, we're still here.
Cool.
Trees are still treeing, the vines are still vining.
Love that.
Yeah.
So you'd see, after a couple of days, the citizens kind of divide themselves into two groups. There's, and I think interesting what you'd find actually is that the bulk of the citizens want to stay. They don't really understand what's going on. Like there's not a massive comprehension of this is a god's domain now. They see it more as this is our city and I want my home back and that's my fucking bakery and I'm going to go back
That's
to baking
fair.
bread.
Oh yeah.
And like the discussions about like can we
And
use like
fields and all
the
that.
city green as like can we
Yeah.
start growing wheat there and stuff like that.
Rosie was just like, we need fields.
And it's like that sort of discussion is starting to happen as the baker is like, I want my goddamn bakery back and stuff like that. And it's kind of like I find it might be quite uplifting to see like the folk of the city are more concerned about taking their city back for them than they are about who's like what god's in charge or anything.
Yeah.
They don't really care. Like some of them are quite pious and some of them want to leave. Some of them are like, I follow Bahamut and I don't know what to do about the fact that I'm in the wrong god's domain. So they also like want to leave. But that's quite a small faction of the main populace. The main populace of like quite a few hundred people want to stay and want to try and like rebuild their community here. And I think what you'd find is the bulk of the Knights of Ash are leaving. There's not many of the followers of Torm that are choosing to stay. Most of them are more on the side of William Matthews and are choosing to leave.
Fair.
That is their choice.
But you'd see that, like, obviously the cult is staying, and then there is a small faction of like Knights of Torm that are also staying. I think you'd find like Daryl would elect to stay.
Cool.
Again, he doesn't really fully understand the sort of implications of this, but again, he's on the idea of this is my city, and that angel fought for me, so I want to do this for her.
Yeah.
Even though there's not really, like, setting up a city isn't exactly going to do a whole amount for her, but she'll have a city then.
Oh. That's good to see Daryl's going to stay.
Staying or going? Staying or going?
Stay.
Yeah, legally.
Legally?
Yeah.
Soulbound.
Staying or going?
I think for now staying, but I am going to go back to plenty, and I'm not like staying forever.
I hope I'd still be able to leave. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but
like
staying to get this place.
So Io sees you very much as like you're her champion. She's always connected to you, and she sends you where she needs you. So you won't necessarily live here forever, but you'll have a house.
This is your home address.
Yeah.
Home address.
And you get sent on missions as she needs you, but you can also choose to leave so long as she doesn't need you somewhere.
I don't think this is my home address. Full disclosure, I didn't think that I would be... The fact that I now have a list of things to do around here, it was not something I had planned.
Yeah. You do seem to be pushing down roots
I'm
very
invested,
suddenly.
quite literally.
Yeah.
You seem to be like the agricultural committee member currently.
So at least until that's sorted, then, yeah.
This seems like one of those things, like, I'll stay for a few days to help organise this. Oh, this is taking a few months. Oh, it's been 5 years, I might as well.
This isn't my permanent home, but I have like,
stayed here
decorated.
for 15 years.
I have a PO box that I check regularly that's based here. Yeah, because everybody knows that, like, this is a constant, like, that I'll come back to.
You show up for the council meetings, make the decisions about the agriculture, and then continue on your journeys.
Yeah, pretty much. I got plans. They're not all here.
And okay.
Going.
Heading back to the bestie who you are not dating.
Yes.
Mind-blowingly. I do think that Polly, for at least like 60% of this entire campaign, assumed and didn't clarify, and then it just came up in passing, and she was like,
Wait, you're not?
How about this Adolin instead?
Then I think on the morning that everybody's preparing to set off, maybe we grab a bottle of fizz and some orange juice when we go for some
Mimosas?
oh
mimosas.
god, I forgot we were going to bring actual mimosas.
I did forget, yeah.
I forgot that
Shit.
too.
Cheers, everybody. I just finished my Dr. Pepper.
None of us had a drink.
Cheers.
Do you have an empty
Cheers
glass?
with empty glasses.
Yay!
At least we all match.
I don't know who else would come along for super secret mimosa breakfast, but
I think
Would you
just,
invite
just the
anybody
three
else?
of us, just for this one.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that later on down the line, Glassy is absolutely going to show up to a couple.
Uninvited.
Genuinely, I think it would be so fun. She
Or would
seems
you
like
have
a great
few and
hang.
then invite her and she shows up?
You somehow butt dial her with your.
Oh my god. No, it's nice. We find like a cafe that's not been rethingied yet. We get somebody to watch the dog.
This was the first one that Adolin's been to.
Oh,
Can't believe Joris kept you from us the last time we did this.
that's right, you did.
That was the first evil act.
Keeping you from the mimosas and the Bloody Marys, I think, as well.
The writing was on the wall the whole
I
time.
know. Just real life foreshadowing.
Adolin, turns out he loves mimosas. Takes a sip of
Hell
a Bloody
yeah.
Mary and spit
Yeah.
takes. Just awful.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
Can't get into it.
It's tomato juice and
Maybe
a
it'll
celery stick.
Maybe it tastes
Yeah.
better with a hangover. I don't know.
Only
Tabasco?
one way to find out, and I slide another mimosa.
Alright.
So yeah, we have decisions about staying, half staying, and leaving.
Leaving and coming back to visit.
Yeah,
You can have
I
a
think
PO
that
box
sounds
here too.
nice.
I think Io would offer you a house just to be like, you can come back here whenever you like. We've got enough. So,
Why don't we all have a house here?
do you want a shared house or separate?
Would that be weird? We could just be
I mean, if we're
neighbours.
both not permanently here, we could
Yeah.
have a
Is it
shared
just
house.
Adolin's house and it's got
Adolin's
rooms
house
for
and we have
you?
spare rooms.
I've got a little apartment above the garage. With like 2 wings.
Would
for
they
it.
have the main house and you've got the garage? I feel like Adolin would absolutely
We make
do
that
that.
assumption, and he's too awkward to correct us.
He's like, wait, but I'm the permanent.
But you're both sleeping. Oh.
No, it's fine. You can have the big house. It's fine. We will share.
I'm sure Io can set us
What
up something
garage?
cushy.
That's where Melinda lives.
Parking space for Melinda.
Stables, jeez.
Oh dear.
When Belinda comes to visit.
So after many council meetings of setting up the agriculture in Pearlmire, where would Polly go next? What is Polly's goal?
I do think she like over the course of all of the because she doesn't actually really know what she's doing when it comes to like running. She's good with plants just generally, but when it comes to like agriculture, she's like immediately, oh, I'm in way over my head. So I do think that she creates like a little bit more of a connect with like Plenty and this ever expanding. Because it's kind of cute, because they used to come to Paramar all the time to just sell their wares. If anything,
And they're still doing it.
If anything, the commute has gotten easier for them.
And you're like, hi God, can you just open a portal in my parents' like backyard and we'll get the cows through to you?
But also, I can do it too. Because I've got transport via plants. So I can just bump them back and
That's
forth.
only on your plane of existence.
No, it's any planes.
Is it any?
Well, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but it's you can do it between planes. Unless I misread the spell for a second time.
Because it's what, a 5th level spell?
No, I think it's 7th.
That's alright for plane shift, actually, isn't it?
That's plane
Yeah.
shift.
Anywho, regardless, whether I was helping me or I'm doing this without having to knack her about it, it's getting done. And I think that it's also just really nice because it is the first time in a long time that Polly's been back home. So yeah, she's putting down roots literally in. Is it still called Pearlmire?
So that's referred to as Pearlmire.
Yeah.
Like the citizens keep calling it that. So and Io doesn't seem to have any like great desire to rename it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's their city as far as she sees it. She's just here.
So yeah, but also she gets to head home a little bit. And I think that a little like pet project that she starts is turning the big park into like a whole ass proper garden, like an actually like well kept one. And
Carrot patches and potato patches.
no, like a garden, like big ass fucking like, because like as Io's power is expanding, hopefully area out with Pearlmire is expanding.
It's not currently expanding.
So like there's like over the course of time, she's already got them all mapped out in her head where she's like once we've got this much space we can move like this little veggie garden to the edge of town, and then that can become this, and that means that I'm gonna switch out because that's nitrogen rich soil, so I'm gonna put this plant in its place instead. It's gonna look fucking phenomenal. Like there's and
you've got like the 5 to 10 year plan sorted.
yes, absolutely. And
I think you end up having a lot of arguments with that one baker that's like, I want it all wheat, I want to bake my bread, and you're like, no, you can have section for wheat.
And I'm like, sir, if you need wheat and we don't have it on planet, we can get it from Plenty, it's fine. Like, we've got you a connect, we can hook you up, don't freak.
We can import the
We can
wheat.
import, and you can bump it up like easily, like an extra copper piece because it's an import. I also think she puts her bees to work, like make sure that they are pollinating on a proper schedule, and that that means that things are thriving in that thing there.
Okay.
Yeah, and she'll help out with whatever Io needs over the course of however long.
Okay. I think, jumping off a couple of those, I think you'd find it. The bees would be initially quite confused. There is no day-night cycle and there are no seasons currently, so
It's fine.
it takes
gonna
them
get
a
that covered.
bit. Yeah, Io's not really sure why there needs to be a day-night cycle because she's not that fussed. She likes this sort of twilight. But after I think maybe a bit of discussion and a bit of people's health need a bit more, she agrees to.
I explain what SAD is.
She agrees
This
to
is
sort
a
of
circadian rhythm.
it's not quite a normal day-night cycle, but there is sunlight, which it becomes very apparent to you that the plants don't need that. She has already slightly
Again, that
fucked
makes
with
me
your
kind
plants.
of angry, and I'm like, shut it down, Polly.
So the bulk of your time is still spent in twilight, but you get a bit of sunlight at midday kind of thing, and then you get a proper night time where everybody goes to sleep kind of thing. So you get 8 hours of darkness, and then the rest of the 16 hours is mostly taken up by the twilight, but there's a good 4 hours of sunlight in the middle. That's her compromise.
I'll take it. I think that after a while then with that, she does get a little stir crazy just because she's like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. And she does go a plane hopping just a little bit. She'll go back to the material plane. She'll see you. She'll maybe go back to the Feywild for a bit, and I think she just starts collecting more bees as well. Just adding to her myriad of honestly, like if you were looking at the stats of the population of Pearlmire, if anything, there needs to be a BGM. Yeah.
I think what you'd find as well is like Varro actively tries to make amends with you as well. Like I think he spends a lot of time in the first few weeks of staying in Pearlmire of focusing very much on his atonement and like helping the city and that. And I think after a while, because he spends a lot of time talking to Belinda, I think you find, not only to try and like fix that connection and sort that out, but he finds her almost like a confidant. She is like part of his moral compass, and he's better with her. And he starts trying to like approach you and trying to make amends in a very awkward manner of like that is Varro, but in the way that is he wants not only to apologise but also to try and make it up to you and to have what he thinks is going to turn into a screaming match, but like a way to vent like past grievances, because you've never really dealt with everything that happened. It precisely like it's all just sort of been bottled down and pushed to the side.
We
and
had
stuff.
bigger things going on.
Yeah, which he respects, and he doesn't want to rush you or anything, but he does voice to you that he wants to try and fix things as much, or maybe not fix, but change that broken path that you're on to whatever new path that is more familial.
That's nice. That's really good. I think that Polly was actively avoiding it because she was worried that it was just going to be him being like, oh, I'm sorry, and then expecting an apology in return, and then being like, okay, we're good now. But like, if I'm seeing him actually like not just go for like, hello, I have done the apology thing, so now you have to forgive me, but actively like being like, I am trying to redeem myself, I'm trying to repair this, then she will be like, okay, cool, that's the intentions I was hoping for, I can match that for sure. And suddenly it becomes a lot less awkward. And it probably still takes a long time for them to actually talk about stuff, but yeah, I think obviously I would hope that he apologizes to the bees. And I would definitely apologize for how what's the word? The very like poor the short-sighted way that I thought I was helping with him and his like path toward becoming a Knight of Ash. So hopefully by the end of it, I don't think that we'll ever be like as close as we were when we were like kids or anything like that, but it's like the point of time where like he can come with me to Plenty and we can like exist in the same space together, and I think that the family is very happy about that.
Yeah, I think after a little while, and you've been backwards and forwards to Plenty a few times, he'd ask if he could come with you.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't seen either of his dads since... Or his dad, because one of his dads is dead, aren't they?
Oh yeah, one passed away.
One of them passed away, but his dad is still alive. He hasn't seen him since he burnt your beehives to the ground.
I didn't know that. Wow.
That he hadn't seen his dad, or that he burnt the beehives down?
No, I knew that.
That's in the backstory.
I definitely knew that.
But he'd
ask
ask
he'd
if
come back.
he'd come back with you, because he effectively hasn't come back. He ran to the Knights of Ash after that and refused to see them.
Ooh.
So he starts that long process of
That's
time.
a whole other, that like after that I'm like, bro, we both need therapy. I'm gonna get one for you, me, and Mary.
Yeah. More therapists.
Has to be 3 different ones because there's definitely conflicts of interest.
And I think at some point he offers like an olive branch that one time you come back and you see as part of the garden and stuff that you've been curating, he's built some beehives in the squares.
Polly cries. She cries so hard.
It's like, when you come, your bees need a home. They've got their own little home then. And I added some extra to Adolin's place. I'm not sure it's the best, but...
I think that after his rambling, Polly murmurs something very quietly to her bag of bees. And then she turns it inside out.
Oh God! No!
Oh no.
And it's just like the volume of bees is unprecedented.
There is screams as children run from the crowd of bees.
Screams of joy.
Fear initially.
These are my cousins. They're very chill. It's nice. I met the kids, not the bee. Well, yeah. So like. They roam around for. It's the first time they've all been allowed to stretch their wings collectively. And some of them will set up shop here, but the rest will go back in the bag. I'll clean it out.
All the honey drips off the bottom and makes a small puddle.
Oh, and there's like a whole ass bucket. It's like the molasses disaster. I kill my entire family with this slow, encroaching wave of honey.
Oh, no.
Is that going to be good or bad for the garden if you accidentally pour a shit ton of honey over it?
Oh, really bad.
No, okay.
I will try and avoid that.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. It's very cute. I'm very appreciative of to Vero for that. That's very sweet. Yeah.
And I think with that we will flick to Kai. You said Kai would leave.
Yes.
Has a P.O. box, but would leave.
Yes. I think they're done with higher powers for a little while.
That's very fair.
But why?
I know, it's such a mystery. Yeah, so they go back with everyone, and then I think they would go visit their friends in
Dusttown.
Not Pearlmire,
Not Pearlmire.
for a little bit. And then they would go visit their mum for a little bit. And then they have a decent amount of money, so they might buy another boat and see if they can find a way. They would go and do a lot of researching, probably on the mainland, and then try and find a way to plot a route to where Aligarthus lives without teleporting.
Oh,
Very
that's cool.
fun.
Let's make a new trade route.
Excellent.
And it's just mine.
Now, how are you going to flip over that edge, though?
That's part of the puzzle. There might need to be some magic for getting over the corner.
Can you sail to the cone?
That's where
Balance the boat.
We just get a call from you in 6 months being like, guys, I'm stuck. You'll never guess what happened.
I think it would probably take years of research.
Probably. This is a long-term
Yeah.
plan.
Establish this full sea route. And if you're committed to like the no magic way of doing it, it is very much I think what it would take is a little bit of trust and like effectively learning as much as you can from Dusthelm and from the like scholars there and that like that, and getting what maps you can that range northwards and south, and then picking a direction and seeing what's there and hoping and that kind of bit of like exploring a bit, stopping at what is a civilization, being like, hello,
More maps, let's go.
and like trying to like liaise with the locals and stuff like that, and slowly adventuring your way.
You're going to be in so many history books. Such a famous
Oh my god, who was that random sailor that just showed up and disappeared?
Yeah.
Is that something you think Kai would want to do?
I don't think they would have to do it 100% without magic, but like something that's replicable by other people that aren't level 50.
Yeah, level 50. Okay.
Whole 15 full casters.
Yes.
Okay. I think it would take years.
Still a
upon
long time,
years,
yeah.
Particularly if you're really committed to making sure somebody else could physically sail this route.
Yeah.
And I think after a lot of like backwards and forwards and trekking and like following coastlines and stuff like that, after a good number of years, and what I imagine is a little bit of like setting up anchor on your ship and just being like, I'm going back to Palma for a week, I need to get off this bloody ship for a bit,
Yeah.
and like having holidays from your journey and stuff. You do eventually find a continent that you think is Alagarthus's. Based on what Polly told you, there wasn't like a huge body of water next to where his city was. But you think you found people that like are highly elven and have like a very similar like elongated face shape that Alagarthus had. And I think, like, even though it takes you, like, a good number of years, I think we're talking, like, somewhere in the region of 5 to 10 years to, like, figure this route out. The actual, like, sailing route could be done in maybe 5 months of, like, a regular sail kind of thing. It's more the fact that you have to keep stopping, you have to keep asking for maps, you have to go through, like...
We're doing a lot of detailed, like, mathematical
You
navigation.
figured out lines
I
not
imagine-
just to this civilization, but to like 3 other ones.
I imagine you have this mega master map now that becomes incredibly invaluable to almost anybody on this like existence.
I've accidentally made an atlas.
A little bit, yeah.
Truly.
And there's this little bit of like, I imagine you get into like little mini adventures everywhere you go because as somebody's like strange locked up in a dock, a lot of people go, we're going to put you in jail until we can figure out who you are, kind of thing.
Mini
like,
campaign where we play our crew.
because like your language doesn't quite match up with everybody else's, and you do still look deathly pale if I remember correctly.
No, they got fixed.
That's
That
okay,
was part of the
yeah.
godly gift
Okay.
thing. I just
did.
look like a guy now.
Okay, you look normal. Okay, that's probably a little bit better.
Not pallid and grey. I remember some of the original artwork for
Yeah.
Kai. It was very
You're
pallid.
quite grey.
Yes.
We need
Pallid.
to touch you up.
Yeah. New coat.
But I imagine there's like hijinks along the way that slows you down, and a little bit of like, how the fuck do I buy that map when I have no compatible money and
Yes.
stuff like that? And that's mostly what slows you down as you go. But like, you have a lot of fun along the way.
Yeah.
And that idea of just freedom of skipping from city to city. Is there anything else in particular that you would like for Kai?
No?
That's fine. Yeah.
Done.
Very fun.
No,
I just want to go places and find stuff, and they're doing it.
Love
You
that.
spend 5 to 10 years going places and finding stuff.
Cool.
Which I imagine is roughly the amount of time Polly spends on the council.
Just rocking up into other people's adventures, like waltzing into town as a
I
high-level
like-
bard going, what's up?
I planted so many potatoes on the edge of town. What did you do? And you're like, well.
I am now being hunted to the corners of the earth because I have the master atlas of this world.
No, I've created my own import export business. Like you like at one point you're like, it would be faster if I had more ships, and you just start a company.
You bring capitalism to the area.
At what point does trade become capitalism?
I mean, it's already capitalism.
I mean, honestly
Yeah,
though,
it's
if you're
emergency.
buying maps and you know the currency doesn't match, then you do bring goods, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
so I'm gonna say you're
Trade
gonna
can-
be importing
I
and
imagine
exporting some
Kai
stuff.
maybe didn't
Yeah,
think that
I don't
far
bring
ahead.
in capitalism to
No, I
them.
didn't. I never said those words.
I imagine Kai didn't think far enough ahead to bring like goods to trade in case of money, but it's
Like,
more like
I
I will
will
work.
go on a quest for
Yeah. Hi, do you have rats you need murdered? Okay,
got
cool.
you.
Can I do that in
Trying to
exchange for a map?
Overcome the language barrier and just minding what a rat is.
There's comprehend languages. I'm going to work something out.
Do you have rats in your basement? Can I?
I'm friends with a god.
Man, that's where the jail comes in.
No.
I guess finally we will flick to Adolin.
He stays
Yeah.
in Io's new domain. Seeking new direction, I think, because the Knights of Ash are no longer for him. Sorry, you gonna?
No.
I think he spends the first wee bit. I mean, Polly's still like are you hanging around in there for a little bit?
For sure.
Yeah.
She keeps on saying she's gonna leave. Be like, there's one more thing.
Like 10 years
Like,
later,
in
like,
1 month, just give me a month.
So first Adelin's like, oh, Polly's going to go too, and then Polly doesn't go at first. And like, oh, actually.
Every time you think that she's left, you come home and there's another
Like,
throw pillow in your living
And
room.
another beehive and another. Okay.
Another pot of honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Polly will be here for a while. I think Adolin just fully commits himself to like Io's cause. I think the Knights of Ash was like all he kind of really knew of like a lifestyle, and he seeks to try and like rebuild that here, but differently and better. Like as she said, she wants to claim what Torm had in terms of domains, but differently. And I think Adolin seeks to emulate that.
Okay.
Like do what the Knights of Ash did, patrol the road, protect the citizenry, fight monsters and stuff, but not the worst bits. So I think he kind of throws himself into that. He gets to know all the former cultists in that have like stuck around and joined them. He's probably met with some hostile glares of like, as they recognise, like, you're the one that like fought and killed so many of our leadership and stuff.
I have murdered many of your people.
Many
You
of
tried to
them.
murder me.
Yeah, many times. Yes, Tesm was a dick.
I think there's general agreement there.
Works on rebuilding the original temple underground at the centre of the city with help from folk. And then I think just offers his help to Io and says like, right, I can start like ranging out now, like where to go and what to do. If Torm's forces are pressing in places, or there's like a devil incursion at the edge of the city or something, I'll go and do that, because that's kind of where he sees the value in it. I think after a while he's also a bit inspired by Polly, and if it's not stepping on your toes, you think about, let's call it respecking into Paladin.
Ooh! I mean, I definitely am the most professional paladin, so I'm happy to show you the ropes.
I think, the more he learns about your oath, like oath of the Watchers and that, he's like, oh yeah, right. Defend against extraplanar beings and incursions, guard, mortal people against.
And I did pick that for Io, that was, it would suit you, for sure.
Be pal buddies.
Pal buddies.
We're pals.
Paladins.
Pals.
Yeah. That's what our group chat's called.
Is it a group chat if it's 2 people?
2 people.
Yes.
Hey, smite anyone today? No? Me neither. Sad face. But I think he did swear that, to Io, to defend her realm, defend its people, fight back any extraplanar efforts to see, what has been built here, what is being building here.
I think what you'd find is quite quickly Io, because you're the one that stays more. I think, because initially, were you going to stay for like a little bit, like a couple of weeks or something, and then start your journey, or were you going to immediately leave?
Stay for a couple of weeks, make sure everything's not about to immediately implode.
I think initially that Io would lean on the 3 of you quite heavily for understanding mortals better, and understanding and kind of using you all as her moral compass. In terms of, she has a lot of moral discussions with you all of like what is the right, what is the wrong, and where those lines are. And I think they get quite complicated, those discussions of
we don't even all agree on that.
Exactly. But I think she likes that. She likes that idea of like it being a discussion, because it never was with Torm. And I think that's one of the things that she always had problems with, is that voices weren't heard. And that idea of how do you raise an issue when the god just says no. And you can see that sort of like growth and learning in her that is almost like childlike as it grows up in her, as she learns this more openness in her way of thinking and trying to better understand where she wants to go based on the failings of previous gods, and trying to get that more moral side from you all. And I think, like, as you all start to peel off, as you go on your epic boat journey, and you focus more on to splitting your time between Plenty and the garden, she leans very heavily upon yourself, Adolin, to almost like discuss her actions. I think it becomes quite clear to you that while she has all this power, and it is definitely growing and coalescing, she's a little unsure. She knows the direction she wants to go in, and it's a bit more now about taking that next step. She's been almost procrastinating, like trying to get the city sorted, trying to make sure the people are safe.
Oh, she'll do just fine understanding morals if she's...
There's like the occasional other dimensional probe almost. They're not always violent. Sometimes like it's quite obvious this is an angel of Torm that is coming here and is trying to make a name for themselves by striking people down in Naya's domain. And she sends you to deal with that, to battle with the angel, effectively.
Sick.
And if either of you are in the city at that point in time, she asks for help on that respect. But quite often these extraplanar visits are like things coming in off the astral sea. She is now an island in that astral sea, and things are starting to appear. So you see like strange creatures would like wander into your garden, of like... almost like an astral elk would wander through, like nibble on a few things and then just keep going, kind of thing. And it's that idea that now you are a plane of existence, and you're not a massive one, so there's not like a massive fringe. So anything that hits your plane of existence is going to immediately then step into the city.
Hit the people, yeah.
Yeah, whether that's good or bad. And I think like you start understanding that more and more, and understanding the need for... even if it's not always a violent protection against, because sometimes that is necessary as invaders come and people try and like strike Io down and that. Sometimes it's just someone needs to step in and mediate these things as a lost soul like ends up on your shore, and you need to make sure that they don't accidentally hurt someone. And I imagine that is maybe part of the catalyst for the oath. As you step into that more, I am the champion of a god, as opposed to a Knight of Ash. That stepping forward into power. And I think that as you do that, she grants you more and more power as she becomes to rely on you. It becomes quite clear to like the rest of you and like everybody around you that you stopped being human.
Whoa.
A while ago. And like,
nobody tell him.
it becomes like clearer and clearer that divine spark is like not exactly like taking over, but it's becoming more of what you are than human. As she's kind of setting you up as sort of like her right hand person.
You're going to become the next Io. You're going to get imprisoned by her.
Oh god.
And the cycle continues.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I imagine like if there's a long gap between the two of you coming back, and then you get to be you sat down anchored and you're like, screw it, I've been thrown in jail enough times, I've had enough
We're
like
having a holiday.
mimosas, I need to go back to my actual pals and have mimosas kind of things, and you like come back from Plenty or wherever you have roamed to find more bees and such. You find Adolin is like changing significantly and is a lot closer to like the Davas that you've met in past.
That's cool.
Than human Adolin that you knew.
You
It's
get
all grown up.
a haircut or
Yeah, the vibe's different.
new armor?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. And then I'm just
Maybe
like,
it's just been a while.
should we place bets on how long it takes him to notice?
There's this one day like his Aasimar form just is wearing off after the minute.
He's like, wait, what the
He's
fuck?
like,
hang on a minute.
hey, it's been like 3 days.
Weird. These wings just won't tuck back in.
And I think that, like, as she settles and as she realises that this city isn't going anywhere. Her domain is solid. She starts to discuss war plans with you of mustering troops effectively for her fight against Torm and how that is going to start to play out.
Oh boy.
Of like a war in the upper plains effectively. Because that is her next goal. And one of the things she needs you to do is start to drum up the troops.
Adolin thinks, finally, something I can kind of wrap my head around. And ironically has a fair amount of experience at like fighting extraplanar beings.
Yes.
As we have had. And as probably towards the end of that initial conversation, as she's kind of laying out and like, we're getting a bit more militant about this. He's kind of playing with this little rapier that he's been carting around since like that shop back in Dustelm. It's +1 rapier. And I know every time you ask, it's like, hey, anything you need for the next session? I'm like, yes, 3 levels and a Holy Avenger, please. Kind of like unbuckles it, pops it on the table and says, Star Shatterer was great. Is there anything you could do for this?
And there'd be an absolute peal of joy from her at that and laughter. Like, of course, Adolin, of course. And she'd reach over and she'd touch the rapier, and you'd see it would morph into that more bluish like steel that Star Shatterer is. And you'd see like it would twist to be quite a bit more elegant.
Nice.
And such, and it would be considered a very, very rare item.
Fuck yes!
And I do not have full stats for
No,
an item for you.
What do you mean?
Specifics don't matter. He's
What
got
do you mean, though?
But it is a very cool item, and she promises you more if you continue on her path.
Amazing. Very cool.
Very cool.
He's very happy with it.
Good.
I
Draws
know
at the
that.
table.
The next extra planar thing, you're like, I'm gonna go kill it! And she's like, wait, ask it first!
It's just a deer.
It's just a cow that we brought back from Plenty. It's not even ethereal.
Just a cow.
It's just a cow!
Just a cow.
Devil!
Devil cow!
I thought we talked about this.
Just because it has horns doesn't mean it's a devil. Oh dear.
I think the last string that I would like to wrap up as the DM would be Clifford.
Oh!
Clever
Boy.
baby boy.
Because after the ritual, he spends most of his time sort of trailing around after you, and he enjoys sort of digging in the garden with you and helping you out with that. But I think you find after a few weeks he gets quite restless.
Yeah.
And unsure, and there's one of those days that he comes up and he sort of sits himself down in front of you and whines at you.
I mean, telepathic bond is between us, so use your voice, honey.
So I think he would quite calmly tell you, Polly, I don't think I'm meant to be here anymore.
I mean, that makes sense. It's the wrong domain for you, isn't it?
It is. I'm meant to be the protector of a cup.
And
I'm doing that, but I know, and I don't know how I know, that the cup's not meant to be here anymore.
Okay.
And I need to take it somewhere.
Ooh, well, do you need a buddy?
I'm not sure you can go where I'm going.
Okay. Will you be coming back, or probably not, because the
I
cup will
don't
be
think
there?
it's likely I'm coming back.
Oh. Well, when do you have to go? Will you be able to say goodbye to Adolin and Kai?
I mean, if Kai comes back soon, yes.
I mean, they've been gone like 2 months. How long will it take them to get back to this like kind of place? Like, I don't think it'll be much longer.
But I don't think I can stay too much longer.
Okay.
Would you give me the cup?
Yeah, I would.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you going back to Mistra?
I think so. I know where I need to go, but I don't know where I'm going, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. I get it. Okay. Well, let me. Well, we can tell Adolin, obviously. But we'll contact Kai as well and let them know. And maybe we can have a going away party for you. Would that be nice?
Can we play fetch?
Yes. Yes. You don't need to ask. You are the party animal, quite literally.
I would like bacon grease
Very well.
and something to shred.
I mean, absolutely, of course.
Oh! Can we have one of those things that they hang from the trees that's full of treats?
A piñata?
Yes, one of those, please.
Excellent choice. Yes, absolutely.
He gets very excited to have his own going away party.
I start another list.
Polly's project list takes up like a wall
Yeah,
of a room.
The room that was meant to be like your like weapons room and stuff like that slowly gets taken over as Polly and Kai's office and things.
It actually starts a bit like Isla was telling us about Will's D&D like notebook.
Oh god, yeah.
It started as one notebook that had all the lists in it until eventually Kai was like,
This is ridiculous. Come on, get it together.
you need a notebook for each
One per project.
So I buy a brand new one just for this party.
Hell yeah.
This going away party. This I'm trying to think of a good like bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
Oh, it's good.
That's
That's very good.
But I'll reach out to Kai and be like, can't you come back for like a day?
Do you want to go to a happy goodbye party?
I could use magic if your crew can like cover for you, and we'll make sure not to plop you back accidentally in the ocean.
I mean,
like.
I'm literally just signed in jail cell right now, so let's fucking go.
Okay, jailbreak, let's do it. Amazing.
Not even left dust helm yet.
Yeah, they heard about the warrant for our arrest for that murder we were framed for. It's not going well.
Yeah, you technically never cleared that up.
Yeah, and we also broke out of jail and killed so many more people when we did. Yeah.
Remember the diamond mine we blew up?
Yeah.
That wasn't
That
us.
was
It was Clifford.
That's why he's leaving. That's the real reason.
So I imagine you pull Kai back for a day,
Yoink.
and there's like a little marquee maybe set up in the garden.
Yeah. A barky.
A
Go on,
barky.
sorry, I'll shut up.
No, keep going. It's your last chance to.
We're never seeing you again after this.
And then there's like games and activities, most of them dog themed and dog themed food and things like that. And like Io's there a little bit like, hi, I'm normal.
I know how to consume beverages.
Yeah, a little bit.
She is wearing a party hat.
Oh, if you insist, she will
interested.
wear a party hat.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wears the party hats and things like that, and Clifford has the most incredible evening.
Aww.
Like playing fetch with you all and like slobbering all over you and like licking bacon grease off your hands and stuff like that.
Ideal.
Because that's what he wants to do.
Perfect.
There's a lot of like putting the team together montage earlier in the day of us like playing hopping to like grab Garen, grab her show, grab Kyle.
You're coming to the puppy party, Garen, and he's like, no!
This is the epilogue party, you are coming. You will be there.
Lena's there with him and that. It's very
Yeah.
cute.
Very good.
Aww.
And I think we might close on the party. Because it's
Aww.
all our adventures together. Having a lovely
Cheersing
little
with our
hurrah.
mimosas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
yours just in the cup of the cosmos?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
absolutely. I'm like, you know what, guys, I never actually did this apart from that one time with honey, and that was maybe
Upsetting.
ill-informed. Yes.
Yes, I absolutely got a drink out of the cup of the cosmos.
Cheers
To eternal youth.
to Clifford.
To Clint.
To Clifford.
No.
I think we'll end the campaign on that image.
No.
So thank you all so much for the last 2 years
Oh my god.
of D&D.
Has anybody? I know you guys have. I've never finished a campaign of D&D before.
No, never. This is the fourth one I have started and the first one I have finished.
Yeah, I think it's the same for me.
Very flaky DMs, no offense.
We have finished one before.
One before this.
Crazy, that's awesome.
Though we have played in a campaign that played weekly for 4 years.
Whoa.
We got to level 20.
We got to level 20.
And you weren't finished?
No, the
No.
DM was like, shit, I got so much more to do. So we were going to go to level 30, but like the group fell apart a bit because people were getting married and having kids and
Those
stuff. So.
bastards.
I know.
How dare they?
That's so cool.
But
Well, thank
hopefully
you,
that'll
Alex.
be good.
Look at you, a non-flaky DM.
Yeah, I am
a
not
very talented non-flaky DM.
I do not have dandruff.
You do not.
Yeah, back to your body.
Yes.
Such a good colour.
A sudden change.
We
from the last
played
episode.
so long that there was a drastic change just in the final episode.
But yeah, we'll go for a quick 5-minute break,
Okay.
and then I think we'll go into question time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We'll stop.
Okay.
Okay.
See you soon. See you doing it.